Good morning. Welcome, welcome. If you can see me, hello. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels, and this is a live Q&A with me today on the Super Saturday. It is the 1st of August today, very powerful. So I hope you're all doing well. I'm sending you lots of love. If you are watching this back with me later as a replay, welcome, welcome. All you need to do is click anywhere during the replay and you'll receive an answer in the moment, something you need to know. If you are watching this with me live right now, hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just pop your question in the chat for me. You can ask me about love, you can ask me about health, your career, money, your person, anything that's on your mind really. Anything that you've got going on. So I was just smiling to myself because I was struggling to get my thumbnail to come on. It wouldn't work and I kept putting it on, it didn't go on. Then I said, Archangel Michael, thank you for helping me. And it worked like that. So the power of heaven. Remember, the power of heaven is always at your fingertips. You just have to ask. You just have to ask and believe. And then you receive, okay? Very powerful. Okay. So I'm just waiting for people to come on then. It is Super Saturday today. Let's do this. I'm excited. I'm going to be with you for a couple of hours. I'll see how I get on. And as I said, you can ask about anything that you've got going on in your life, okay? So we've got Francesca. Hi, Francesca. Welcome, welcome. Have you got a question, honey? First in the house today. Is there anything you want to know about in your life? Just wait for people to come in. Sometimes people come in quick. Sometimes it takes a bit longer to show up my side, but it is live right now. So I'm excited. I'm just going to chill out until I get some questions coming in. It is 10, just gone 10 to 8. No, it's 10 to 8 exactly. My clock's a bit fast over there. So 10 to 8 in the morning here in the UK on the 1st of August, which is very powerful. We're moving towards the Lionsgate portal. You're going to feel the effects of that. You've probably already felt a big shift since we moved into Leo season. I know I did in my own life. So, a lot of challenges kind of before then, and then August has brought this power in. So Francesca says, so many questions, so maybe a general reading. So I'll see what you just need to know in this moment, okay? So what do you need to know in this moment? If you feel like you've got many, many questions, you may just have to pray and give it to God, you know? Yeah, stop and take a moment, which means if you've got lots of things whirring around in your head, just stop and take a moment and breathe, okay? And say, do you know what? I know I'm okay. It's all going to work out. I'm okay. Am I safe? Yes, I am. And breathe, okay? So just stop, take a moment, perhaps observe what's going on around you, relax a little bit, and know that any fear you're going through is only real in your mind. In other words, it's not real in the physical world. We just make it that way by overthinking and stressing about it. So we stress about the future we can't change. Well, the future we can change in the moment, but the past we can't change, and the future that it hasn't yet come in. But sometimes we feel like the future can't change, or we panic about that, and that may be what you're stressing over. I've had a big change in life, not sure what to do now. Well, you need to stop and take a moment and recognise that whatever you're worrying about is only real in your mind. That means you can change it and you can be in the moment. What else? You've got there's magic in the situation. So you've made this big change. There's magic in it, even if you don't know what that is. There's a reason behind it. You're going through some big shift. So have faith, okay? We pull you an angel card as well. Hey Daisy, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. You've got courage. So this change may have taken courage, or you may still need courage to move forward. It says Archangel Michael is granting you the strength to persevere. I love that Archangel Michael's come through. I mean, I've just said as well, literally, before I was trying to go live for about 5 minutes and my thumbnail wouldn't go on. And I've had this issue a couple of days, but it's gone on. And then I called on Archangel Michael to help it to work, and it went on straight away. And I don't know why I was just messing around for 5 minutes. Why didn't I just call on the angel straight away? So remember, you were always protected and watched over. I hope that helps, okay? Welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm sending lots of love. So I'm not missing anyone out or ignoring anybody, okay? I'm just prioritising super chats, and then if there is none, I go back to the chat, see how they're coming in. Okay, so I don't want to get behind, okay? So I do appreciate everyone for being here. So we've got, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button for me as well. I'm a bit croaky today because I worked really hard yesterday. I did a live in the morning, and then I worked from 11:30 in the morning till 6 o'clock last night recording videos. So I had a busy day yesterday. Okay, so my voice is a bit croaky today. So welcome, Mia. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. Is my friend BB blowing me off? Did I offend her? Well, first of all, stop taking things personally. Because whatever's going on with BB may not be about you at all, okay? But obviously you're worrying about things. You're worrying, have I done something? Is it my fault? And you're overthinking. So you're making it about you when it probably isn't about you at all. And that doesn't mean you're not important. Of course you are. But it's about recognising you see it from your point of view. BB will be seeing it from their own point of view, from her own point of view. So it's very likely she's just probably going through something in her own life and she needs a bit of space. Okay, or maybe you've triggered her wounds in some way. It doesn't mean that you've done anything wrong. She's thinking about what to do. I feel she's just going within to work out what to do next because she's coming up as the magician. Now, obviously, if you feel like you have offended, if you think you've done something, if you think my behaviour wasn't right, if you're thinking that way, then you have the power to make it right. You can reach out and say, I'm sorry if I made you feel bad, and be genuine with your apology. But if you feel like you've absolutely done nothing wrong, just understand that she's in control of her own life and she'll reach out to you when she's ready to. Because I don't feel there's actually like anything wrong at all. It's just your mind creating something. But if you feel like you have offended her, because you're saying, did I offend us? That's either you overthinking it when you didn't do anything at all, or you actually feel like you did do something that you need to apologise for. So I don't feel she's blowing you off. I feel she's perhaps working on something herself. She's needing to do something herself. She needs a bit of time to herself. That's it. And when the time is right, she'll come back in. But if you feel you've done something wrong, then absolutely make it right, okay? And make it right without the need for anything to happen. Perhaps just reach out and say, I'm here for you if you need me. Or something like that, okay? And they say, my crush thoughts towards me this weekend, if any. So you need to take away the if any. Okay, because that's saying, he isn't thinking about me. Because if you're thinking about him, he's thinking about you, So you have to recognise that. Instead of saying if any, then you're doubting, aren't you? Yeah, trust in what we have. So your crush is saying to you, you must trust in what we have. And you might think, well, we haven't got anything. But you have got a soul bond and you have got a connection. Otherwise, you wouldn't still be feeling this way. So you're learning at this time to surrender and give it to God and have faith in what you feel because that's what's real. And, I know you're saying you're crushed, but again, you've got the soul connection. You feel like this is more than a crush. You feel like this is probably your counterpart, but you've got to let go of the fear, okay? Look at this, trust in what we have. I need you to trust me. Now that's really powerful. It's like your crush is saying to you, you have to trust me to come to you. You have to trust in what we have. You have to trust that things are going to shift and move forward. You have to trust in this because this is a once in a lifetime love. And I know you're probably thinking, okay, well, if this is a once in a lifetime love, why aren't we together? But if you're twin flames, and I feel that you are, otherwise you probably wouldn't be here, okay, like here right now on this particular channel as well, I feel you've got to learn more about the journey to understand the way it works. And you can do that by going to my playlist, Twin Flames, Everything You Need to Know. I hope that helps, okay? Andrew, and thank you for the donation. DM's current thoughts and feelings towards me. We will have a beautiful future together. So I feel he's visualising that future together. Could have had a dream about it, thinking about it, wanting it with you. So that's what he's thinking about. So your guidance is to have unwavering faith, okay? Unwavering faith, to trust the journey. And remember that indifference, like fear, is illusion. So if you feel like your masculine is being indifferent towards you, like he doesn't care or he's not bothered, or it's illusion. Just like fear is illusion. And he could be acting that way because of his own fears. So your guidance is to rise above the drama. These messages are coming through on top here. Rise above any drama that your ego is putting you into. And have unwavering faith because he's communicating you currently through social media posts. Now, that doesn't mean you've got access to his social media and you've seen what he's posting. This means if you go onto your social media and you see something that grabs your attention, that's his way of communicating with you. And you might think, well, how's he doing that then? Telepathy, feelings, emotions, the way the universe gets your attention, remember. So you are currently in communication, but just not in the way you perhaps want. It's coming from other realms and other ways. But it feels like you're going to have a beautiful future together. I hope that helps, okay? Elaine, welcome. I thought about you yesterday because I recorded a video yesterday and there were some names in there. And Elaine came through and I thought of you. It's coming up on the channel soon, okay? So Hyla's looking beautiful. Love reading and guidance, please. So what's the message for you? What's the answer from above at this current time? What's the message coming through? There it is. There's an archangel. I can see it says archangel. I'm just trying to see what it says. Michael, okay? So Archangel Michael is coming through saying, I'm going to shield you. Now, I'm not surprised Michael's coming into this reading today because he comes up in about 3 readings, coming up on the channel because he's around us all with this Lionsgate portal. Okay, because he is like, in a way, the Lion of God, I suppose, because he's the strength. I mean, we know Jesus is, but we're talking about an archangel. He's like powerful. So he's saying, I'm going to shield you. So he's currently shielding you from any harm or any struggle or any stress. So you may feel like, why isn't something happening? But remember, it's divine protection. You've got to look at the situation with love. So your guidance is, whatever's going on in your life, they give me a block. And it could be blocks. It could be blocks in communication. Look at it with love and recognise you're actually being shielded and protected from any drama, chaos or upheaval that you don't need in your life, okay? And this is a time for you to reflect and a time to retreat. So go within because all the answers are within you. So if you're asking about something or you're wanting to know the answer to something or you're wanting to know how your person is feeling, or all the answers are within because remember, you are one. If you see this person as your twin flame, you are one. The answers are within. They live inside of you. So yeah, space is needed to heal. So there's still time needed for a big healing. And when I was pulling the cards out, I saw the Archangel card. I couldn't see who it was. I was getting Raguel coming through. So even though Michael's shielding you and protecting you, you're being guided to call on Archangel Raguel to harmonise things between the relationships in your life. So it could be the relationship with your twin. You want to harmonise. And that means coming back together in divine timing, serendipitous connection, meeting up, all of that. Archangel Raguel can regulate and organise that. And if you're having any issues with anyone else in your life, whoever it is, family, friends, someone at work, Archangel Raguel will bring harmony into your relationships and into your own heart and the relationship with yourself. And I feel that's something you're being guided to work on as well. I hope that helps, okay? City Cat, thank you for the donation. Hi, lovely, grateful for a message from my DM. Thanks, heaps. So, what does your DM want you to know? That you are a blessing to him. You're such a blessing. And I feel that's what you need to know in general. You and your life is a blessing. So, start feeling that way about yourself. That you are magical and you are magnificent and you are a wonderful being of light and you are a blessing to anyone. You're magnificent. You're like that Ferrari. Think about that, okay? You are awesome. And he's saying that to you. You are such a blessing to me. You are such a blessing to this world. You know how amazing you are. So he's thinking about you in a very positive light today. And I feel that it's up to him to do what he needs to do. It's like you're saying it's up to you. Because you've perhaps tried to make him see things or you've tried to help him to do things. And you're saying, well, no, I've done what I can. It's up to you. It's up to you to recognise that I'm a blessing. It's up to you to make the changes in your life you need to make. So I feel this is about you knowing that you've pretty much done everything you can do in this situation. Now it's about trusting in the divine and having faith in him to do what he needs to do because he knows what a blessing you are. And to remember that your journey is in divine timing, and that is actually a blessing as well because there's things you're being protected from constantly, that you are perfect for each other and he knows it too. And the signs and synchronicities are there for both of you. Remember, if you're meant to be together, which you are, God will show you the way. And he will be seeing signs and synchronicities in his own life, in his own way, just the same way that you do. And that reminds him of what a blessing you are. Anything else you need to know in this situation? Divine feminine light will bring a cleansing in. So cleanse your divine feminine light, which means do a cleansing today. Now you may want to cleanse your chakras, your aura, your crystals, your body, your space. Cleanse your energy and then you'll rise back into your divine feminine light because that's what pulls him in. That's why the angel is saying, it's up to him. It's up to you to cleanse your energy and be in your power, but you also know it's up to him to move forward. I hope that helps, okay? Crystal, thank you for the donation, honey. 3D message from Dan, deepest fears and next action. I love that, Melissa, when you put Liz is on YouTube. I certainly am. So they give me some fear around Dan Crystal. So, and they give me a bit of heat in the body as well. So Kundalini, desire, bit of fear coming up. He's saying, I'm remembering who you are. So when he thinks about you, you give him intense feelings and emotions. And that's what he's going through right now. They give me that. So I've got heat in the body coming through. So he's thinking about you in a very sexy way, a lot of passion, desire, and that turns him on. He also goes into fear of what that means, taking action, making changes, and that brings up fear and stress, okay? So I feel he's like back and forth in how he feels because he's conflicted between what he wants and what he's got. Because he knows he's got to change what he's got to have what he wants. Does that make sense? So he's remembering who you are, which means he's reminiscing, nostalgia. He's being reminded of you constantly. The angels are getting his attention. So he can't run from this love, as you know. But the delays that you're going through, delays are always necessary. So whatever the delays are, they are for a reason. And you have to remember that. It's like when you're at a traffic light, the traffic light is stopping the traffic for a reason. So there's no collisions or accidents. Everything happens in divine timing. So the red traffic light is a heart because you're being protected. And you're being reminded of that today if you start getting a bit stressed out or frustrated. So when you ask, it will be given. So talk to your angels about what you want to happen. You're going to see a stag. So you may even ask for a sign and then you see a stag, which is the promise of union. But it's also the promise of transformation. I don't need these, there's too many. It's also the promise of your masculine's transformation. You know, Dan's transformation that he's going through to be able to have a new beginning with you. And that's what you need to know. I hope that helps, okay? Joy, great to see you, honey. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the donation. What does he want to say? So what does he want to say today? Your divine light is my guide. I love that. And I've just spoke about cleansing the divine light. So your light is guiding him to you. So again, your divine feminine light is you being the receiver. You allowing, you knowing your own worth and value. You being in your body. Because remember, the feminine is in the body, the masculine is the mind. So when you're in your body, which means you're going with the flow, you're allowing, you're remembering your own power, that draws him in. Not when you're in your head overthinking. And he said, I can feel your love. So again, your light is his guide and he can feel your love. So I feel you've perhaps been sending him love or not necessarily even doing it consciously. You may just be being yourself and that's sending out your light and love. And he feels that and it's guiding him to you. So he's being guided to you. So what else do you need to know? What else do you need to know? You've got, don't take it personally, anything that's going on with him. So he's saying that to you, whatever I'm doing, whatever I've got going on, don't take it personally. And I don't feel you do, but you may have moments where you perhaps go into your head and rise above drama. And maybe that's what he's doing at this time. So he could even be saying this to himself. Don't take this personally, rise above drama. Because he may take things personally. They give me fear. One of his fears is being criticised. And he may worry about being criticised. I'm not saying you're criticising him, but he could have other people criticising him. And he's learning how to rise above that and not take it personally. And I feel that's something you're teaching him to do with your energy and the way you are. And if you are taking anything personally at all, then obviously you're being guided to release that. So we've got divine timing. It's like the similar messages coming through here. Look, divine feminine light. Isn't that powerful? That's two cards with divine feminine light on. So just keep being yourself, trusting in divine timing and having faith. Anything else he wants you to know today? Anything else he wants to say? He's putting effort into changing. He knows what he needs to do. He doesn't want to mess you around because when he's around you, he feels like the cat that got the cream. That's how he feels, okay? But he also knows he's made mistakes in the past and he's putting effort into change. So I am really picking up on the fact that he is changing as the magician, that he's moving away from his past and the way he was before. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Great to see you. Have a lovely weekend, honey. Lots of love to Max as well. Cece Lynn, thank you for the donation, honey. How does my love feel today? I had a dream I kissed him and he was happy and we talked. Well, that's a sign of coming back together, okay? And that's a sign that you are connected. So that's really like an astral visit. So he's saying to you, we have a spiritual marriage, which means you are already married in the 5D, which means you don't need a piece of paper, you don't need a ring, you don't need a bond, you don't need a ceremony, you don't need vows, because you're already married, which means you're meant to be. It's like you've just lent him out somewhere. And when the time is right, he'll come back, okay? That's what I'm being shown there. And remember that, that you're already married. You don't need to have a ceremony and a piece of paper. I'm not saying you're not going to get married in the future if that's what you want. But twin flames are already bonded in that way. You don't need anything to prove the love, okay? And the Kundalini is rising within you. So if you've been having any physical symptoms, emotions, feelings, intense heat or desire or frustration or nervousness or anxiety or anything like that in the body, it's all connected with the Kundalini rising, because something is building and building and building until it has to be acted on. And that's currently what he's going through. He wants to act on his desire. Let's get you one more card. Anything else? Kindness. Just be kind, be loving, be yourself. That's what he loves about you as well, your kindness, the way you are. It doesn't mean you're a walkover. Okay? Just means that he is drawn to your natural energy, which is kind and loving and gentle and true and honest and powerful. I hope that helps, okay? Raluca, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. It's great to have all of you in the house today. Thank you for being here. Hi, Liz, can I have a message about the connection with B and a message about his energy, please? So what does B want you to know today? What does B want you to know today? I am remembering who I am. So he's going through an awakening. So Archangel Zadkiel is helping him to remember his truth about who he is, why he's come, what he's here to do. And that he has the power to change, so he has the power to be his authentic self and break free of this prison he's in that's making him ill. And he's saying we speak a secret language that only our souls understand. So what you need to know about his energy is he's communicating with you through a secret language, which means signs, synchronicities, readings, songs, telepathy. However you and him communicate, and you know what that is. Even if you are physically communicating, you have a secret language, so you'll speak in a way that you both understand. But I feel this is more about you knowing things and feeling things and being aware of things, and that's because you're communicating in that way. You may even see wolves because you are telepathically linked. But he's saying, I'm remembering who I am. The angels are reminding me of who I am. It's like he's being reminded of his power and his truth, okay? What else? Yeah, look at this. You got the wild card. And this deck, remember, I created one wild card with the stag on. Okay? We are one. Trust our union and our love. So the stag brings a message and a promise that you're going to be together. Okay, let me just bring in the cards just to see what the angels are guiding him to do. Soul growth. Everything you are currently going through and all the things you've previously been through were designed that way to transform you on a deep soul level and prepare you for a greater mission here on earth. It seems hard and it might not make sense yet to know, yet you knew exactly what you were doing when you came to earth, and you're absolutely equipped with dealing with things today. Have more faith in your plan, in yourself, and in God's plan. It's all part of the bigger picture. Now that's what the angels are guiding him to know. And that's connected with him remembering. Very powerful, so he's going through an awakening. I hope that helps, okay? Corinne, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, there's any message from SK today? So what does SK want you to know today? I'm seeing the signs. Love this. So there's a big message coming through this weekend about the masculine seeing the signs. Remember, you don't need to remind them of you because they already are reminded of you in their own way. So he said, I am seeing the signs about you, that we are twin flames. So again, he may not recognize the label, but he is recognizing the power of the love and the connection and the bond that's very deep and strong. He's saying this love is extraordinary. I'm seeing all the signs about it. Now, he may actually be seeing signs as well about twin flames, a label. I mean, you've called him SK, you haven't called him your divine masculine, so maybe you're not quite sure if he is your twin, but I feel there is a reason this card's come out for you both. So you could be seeing signs in the same way, but you will get reminded of each other in the most amazing ways that create an opportunity to come back together. So when there's no communication, when there's blocks in communication, that's what they're giving me there. Whether he's just silent or not opening up, you will both receive the signs. I hope that helps, okay? Crystal, thank you for the donation, honey. 3D message from G after chat today. Next action, deep fear. So what's his 3D message after the chat today? He's saying to you, do you ever call out to me? So he's wondering if you're talking to him in other ways. So do you ever call out to me? It's like, do you ever talk to me in the 5D realm? Or it's like he can hear you calling him. So whenever you've had a chat about today, he perhaps felt called, or perhaps he felt like it was going to happen. Or what I'm feeling is like he knew before it happened it was going to happen. Because he perhaps felt you calling out to him in some way. Or he felt called to you. He felt guided. Okay, now, obviously it says after the chat. I don't know if this was on the phone or in person, but it says call out. So this could be about phone call, some kind of business chat, okay? So, and I feel like he was either expecting it or he manifested it. Because saying, do you ever call out to me? It's like he was aware of it, or it's like he's becoming more spiritual. So what I feel he wants you to know is he's becoming more aware when something's going to happen. Okay, like he's more aware spiritually, and he may have communicated that to you or not. You know, maybe this is something he's trying to work out, and it could be freaking him out a little bit. So his next action is to move towards you. There's going to be movement, okay? So the 8 of Wands, the 8 of Spears is movement and something happening, activity. And this is fast. This is in August where we are. Furthest timeline out when I connect with this card personally as a reader is 8 weeks. Okay, but I'm feeling fast energy. Something could be happening with the Lion's Gate, 8-8, okay? So his next action is to reach out or move forward or come towards you in some way. But his fear is he making all this up in his head? You just see what his deepest fear is. Let's bring in the journey to union. What's his deepest fear? But is he getting the right guidance, okay? We've got guidance through reading. So from a higher level, he is hoping that you're getting the right guidance through readings, which you are. But again, you know, if you've perhaps watched a reading lately and it was negative or it didn't resonate with you, then you've got to be very careful where you're putting your energy to. And maybe he's got a reading in some way. So I'm not saying he's seek to read her out, but he may have like clicked on something that's giving some guidance. And that may have brought some fear up in him. Because perhaps it gave him a home truth, or it made him feel a bit freaked out by the power of the connection. In other words, the fact that it's not just about being a human being, is it? It's about being spiritual. So he may have seen something that's kind of brought something into his awareness that's perhaps spooked him a little bit. I hope that helps, okay? But I don't feel it's affected the connection. It's more about his spiritual awakening. Goody, great to see you, honey. Oh my goodness me, that picture you sent me yesterday, you look stunning. Gorgeous. Not just because you got blonde on, but because you just look so vibrant and, you know, just, you were glowing in that picture. It was beautiful. So Hyla's any message where G is right now, mentally and emotionally towards me. So what's he feeling? So there'll be some blocks. They're blocking my throat a little bit. The day I turn my back on you still haunts me like hell. So he's thinking about the past still. The day I turn my back on you, and that's definitely what happened in the past. I'm not feeling that's recent. That's the past. It hurt me. It haunts me like hell. So he's haunted by you, and he goes over those things. And I feel that's why he's taking his time with you this time, because he doesn't want to do that again. He doesn't want to mess it up. And you may feel like he's actually turned his back on you now, but I'm not picking up on that, okay? He's just in a dark place. Now, he could be in a dark place because he's been haunted by this memory and it puts him into pain, okay? And he's got to work through that. He's got to forgive himself for the past and the way he behaved. He could be in a dark place because he could, I don't know why they're saying this. He could be underground. I don't know why they're saying that, but they are, okay? So I don't know if he does things underground. I mean, I know you go overground, you go up mountains and things like that. I don't know if he goes in caves or anything like that, but they show me, I mean, he could be in a dark place in the cave. They show me underground. So he could be underground as in his cave. Okay? Like an energetic cave. Not necessarily he's gone into a cave. He could have done. Perhaps he does caving. I don't know. Or maybe you're going to go into some kind of dark place. So they're showing me in my mind. The reason I'm saying that is when I went to Torquay, I went to Kent's Caverns. Okay, and it's like a dark place. It's obviously like a cavern, you go in, and, you know, and then they turned all the lights out, and that's when they lit that. Remember that flame thing I shared on the channel? Like the olden days when they had those flames for lights, like back in, you know, I'm going back like BC. But I'm in such a dark place, and I'm picking up on that. So if he isn't in a dark place emotionally, which I feel he definitely could be when he's connecting with this memory, he could be going into some kind of cave or something, but I feel it's like an energetic cave, like the man cave, okay? Pay attention to the lyrics of the songs you hear. So he's communicating with you through music at this time. So let me bring in a song card for you. So I feel you already know what songs you're hearing, obviously. But is there anything else you need to know? Faded, where are you now? And maybe you're wondering, where are you now? What are you doing? But he's thinking about this too, and he's thinking about the past. So Faded is such a beautiful song. Where are you now? Are you just a memory? Now I feel he's going over the past. So he's in a bit of a dark place, going over the past. Let's just see what his next action is. Yeah, and the thing is, he knows he's got to grow up a little bit as well and come forward in a correct energy. So I feel like he's overcoming his fears. It's like his old self talking to the version of himself he is now, working out what the next steps are. So he's planning his next move. But I don't know, maybe even suggest caving or something like that. I feel that would be a very interesting thing for you to do. You know, go. I mean, it was brilliant. I enjoyed Ken's Cabins. I've been twice. You know, I went with my ex and then I went with the girls when we were in Torquay last year, and I had much better experience with the girls because obviously I had a completely different experience. But it's really powerful walking around there, and you know, it was lovely. I enjoyed it. It was cold in there though. This is the picture I'm talking about. Okay, I know you know what I mean. I took it because, and I did a little video to Blinded by the Light. Can you remember? And I did the video where, let me just find the picture if I can find it, because I know you'll love the picture. I've put it somewhere. I've still got it. There it is. Okay, that's the picture. Okay, that was the flame thing I'm talking about, and it was really cool because they lit that one and then they lit another one. It was like twin flames. So it's like the feminine on her own, and then the other one comes in. It's like twin flames in union. So I did a video to that, and you might find that on the channel. Okay, like Blinded by the Light, and then the flame comes on. I hope that helps, okay? And Mia, thank you for the donation. What's my crush doing this weekend? I'm missing him. What's he doing this weekend? What's he doing? Let's bring in the distraction oracle. So what's he doing this weekend? Running. So he could be doing some running, okay? So it says the need to face and release the past. Now, when I created this particular deck, okay, it's like the thing behind it, like the spiritual reason behind the physical activity. So he could be doing some running, and obviously you may feel like he's running from you, but he needs to face and release the past. So that's what he needs to do, and he could be running like to overcome that in a way, if you know. Like he may not understand what it's going through inside, but he just feels the urge to run. So he could be going for a run, if you know he runs, okay? If he doesn't run, he could like run to a shop or run, you know, he could just run in somewhere. I'm not saying he's definitely doing running, you know, he's perhaps the way he is. We've got he's seeking magic and adventure in his life, okay? So we've got camping coming through. So I'm not saying he's definitely going camping, but he could be doing something that's bringing some kind of magic and adventure, and always thinking about this. This is like when you are a kid and you start seeing the magic everywhere. Like, you know, when you're a kid, you make forts and tents and you find magic and things. I feel he's thinking about like planning his future. He's thinking about what he wants. So he could be thinking about the future. And that could be why you're missing him as well. We've got typing, so he could be online. So he could be online like looking at messages, or he could be online in general, working out what to say. So the underlying reason behind that is he wants to contact you, and he may be typing. So you may see him typing something if you've got access to him online. But if you haven't, he's online. So you may see him online, or you may be aware he's online. So he could be posting on social media. And you've got the cars, the need for speed and satisfaction. So he could be going out in a car, he could be driving, or he could be going to a car event or looking at cars, or could be out with friends in a car, could be driving around, cruising around. So those are things he's doing, okay? What else is he doing this weekend? What else is he doing? Yeah, he's definitely thinking about moving forward. Okay, you got, I mean, this is one of the most passionate cards in the deck. So I'm not feeling he's like with anybody passionately. He's thinking about moving forward in a passionate way. So he could also be taking care of his own physical needs, if you understand what I mean. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Got to keep it PG. So he's definitely dealing with that as well. And he is a guy, so, you know, but he is thinking about taking action towards you. So if he's online, that's why. I hope that helps, okay? I mean, he could be doing something he's passionate about as well. You know, he could be moving towards something he's passionate about. So he could be working on a goal or a specific thing that he's working on. But I'm not picking up on, like, spending time with a lover. I'm not picking up on that, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation, honey. What's my DM feeling? What's your DM feeling? If I had you by my side, I would really have it all. So he's feeling like you can have it all. You may hear the song by Adele, We Could Have Had It All, okay? What's going on with his girlfriends? They could be at an event. They could be celebrating something. He does want to complete that cycle, though. But they could be going somewhere. So they could be doing something this weekend. Okay? Out and about. Perhaps, I don't know, going to a market or something like that. They show me like being around a lot of people. So there could be some social event. Okay? But he does want to end that situation. Just because he's there doesn't mean he wants to be there. And what's his next plan for you? What's his next plan for you? Strength, to find the strength to change, to end the cycle, to be wiser and stronger and be more in his power. So his next plan is to find the strength to come forward and to make this real, because he's saying to you, you know, if I had you by my side. So I feel that's what he's realising when he's with his girlfriend, that you're the one he wishes was there with him at this event, whatever it is. When I say events, I don't mean like it's got to be some big event. It could be just going shopping or something like that, but I'm seeing like they show me in my mind a market. I hope that helps, okay? Like a market with outside stalls and things like that, or it could be going, you know, something. I mean, it could be at night wherever he's going, but that's what I have to give you, what they show me in my mind, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation, honey. How does Dino feel about me? And does he feel closer to Rene than me? We used to be good friends. So how does Dino feel about you? I hope I'm saying it right. Or Dino. Could be Dino. D. How does D feel about you? Does he feel closer to Rene than you? I feel you've got a different relationship, so it shouldn't even be an issue. You know, I wouldn't even try and bring in a comparison, because that'll drive you mad or put you into pain or fear, because I feel the connection he has with you is much different than what he feels with Rene or has with Rene. So the thing is, the way he sees you is, I feel he sees you as someone who's positive. Whether you have negative moments, we all do. But ultimately, he sees you as the page of wands, good news. He sees you as someone who stays positive and someone who makes him feel positive as well. So I feel when he thinks about being with you, he thinks about good things. He's not like thinking anything negative about you. He's thinking about you in a good light, okay? And there's some kind of new beginning with Rene, or maybe they've got a different type of connection now. There could be a fresh start here. So I don't know if there's any chance that him and Rene are becoming more than friends, okay? But it feels like there's some kind of new opportunity or new beginning coming in around Rene. Now, I do feel that he perhaps feels she's a little bit foolish, because when I'm picking up on the two energies, the differences between you is you're more stable in his eyes, okay? He's good. Well, I mean, maybe she's helping him to, you know, be in his, like, power a bit more. I mean, the new beginning is beautiful. I mean, this could be about them spending a bit more time together. It doesn't necessarily mean there's anything love-based there. It could be she makes him feel good about himself, things like that. Because I feel that when I'm connecting with the two energies, it's more playful with her and more grounded with you. And that doesn't mean you're not a playful person. He may be able to have more serious conversations with you than he has with Rene. Okay? So I feel with Rene, it's more like playful and fun. That kind of thing. With you, it's more, I don't want to say stressed out or negative. It's more serious. But not in a bad way. Does that make sense? It's like you could probably have a really deep conversation with him that he wouldn't be able to have with her. So you're more spiritual than she is. That's what I'm picking up. But I don't feel there's anything wrong with her energy either. I feel she's in a very cool energy here. You know, it's like there's some kind of new beginning. So they could be spending time together. You know, mate, I don't know if she's going to introduce him to someone or something like that, or they're going to go somewhere together. I think they're getting closer newly. Yeah, so whatever it is, I mean, it's totally different how he sees you and her. So I wouldn't even compare yourself at all. Not that you are. I'm just, obviously you're interested in what the message is, but I don't feel you need to think there's anything you're doing wrong, or you can have a lot more deeper conversations with you. That's why sometimes he perhaps doesn't want to spend time with you, because he doesn't want that. He wants fun and frolic. Okay, and you've got to, you know, you're like yourself. Sometimes you don't want to be around certain people because you want to do different things. Certain people bring out different sides of you. I hope that helps, okay? Naomi, thank you for the donation. I don't take PayPal donations for lives. calling, okay? Because I don't usually have my phone here, but obviously this isn't my phone at this moment. My phone's over there. This is my old phone that I use for things. I have got it here, but, you know, guys, please don't PayPal me for super chats and stuff because I don't do it, okay? So I understand why you're doing it, but I don't do it, okay? Because sometimes I haven't got access to my phone. I can't just go on my email if I haven't got this with me, okay? But obviously I'll do it now, and I did it yesterday as well. So let me just answer Naomi first, okay? So Naomi says, thank you for the donation, honey. Bucket mashes and love book, please, Liz, thank you. So what's the message for you from the love book? Reminds me of the love, and what was that? The love ship or something like that, remember it? The love boat, that was it, the love boat. What do you need to know? You've got, I'm feeling indecisive and confused about us. So your person could be a bit confused about what to do. And it's not really about you. It's about how to be with you, you know, how to be in a relationship with you. So there could be a decision they need to make that is confusing them. But there's no confusion, is there? It's fear. It's fear bringing up confusion. What else? I'm sad and ashamed for hurting you. So they feel like it's hurting you, and it's obviously hurting themselves by not making this decision, or by being in this confused state of mind, or by delaying things. What else? We've got, I'm in the process of healing old patterns. So your person is dealing with something that they need to deal with to be able to make this decision. It's an old pattern. It's something to do with something in their lineage they are releasing. It's to do with their journey. So you're being reminded to not take it personally, or just breathe through that, okay? And what was the other question? Bucket messages, there we are. Love shot, that's a good one. I'm thinking about the Love Boat, the show, the Love Boat, the Love Boat, okay? But the Love Shack is a little place where we can get together. I haven't heard that for a while. So you may be seeing owls, because if you've got any questions in your mind, especially things that trigger you, that you've been overthinking about, the owl is about you having wisdom. Okay, you have a lot of wisdom in you. Now, your person is overthinking things. This is why this decision is taking time. So they're overthinking everything, okay? And it's about having a heart-to-heart. So what I'm picking up on is, this could be your person making a decision to come towards you and have an honest and open heart-to-heart conversation with you about the future. But the thing is that they're afraid of is that you've got many, many questions, and they may have many, many questions, and they're a little bit afraid that you could trigger each other. Okay, but you're the empress in their mind. You know, you're the empress. So I feel that this will happen in divine timing. There will be a conversation. You may see things on TikTok that give you answers to your questions, or TikTok could be significant. You've got the empress, which is reminding you who you are, that you're the divine feminine. You're very wise with the owl there. You've got the letter M coming through, or W if you look at it that way. Green eyes could be significant. Okay, if not, green eyes can be connected with greed or jealousy, or things that are connected with the 7 deadly sins that need to be healed with the fruit of the spirit. And you've got medium build as well. I hope that helps, okay? So let me do Carling's donation, okay? So Carling says, will I see him again this trip, okay? 4 weeks left in LA, and he's been busy with work, okay? So he's busy with work, but he's probably also in a little bit of fear as well. So what's going on with him? Let's see what's going on with him first. I hope you're having a great time as well. You live inside me and I live inside you. So really what he's saying is, I know we're not physically together, but you live in me. I can always feel you. So he can sense you and feel you, okay? So he's reminding you of that. Even though you're not together physically, you will be feeling each other. So are you going to see him? Okay, are you going to see each other while you're on this trip? He does want to see you, but he's really worried about what you're going to do. Because, I mean, he feels like he's got to apologise to you for something here. So if it does happen, because you've got justice, okay? Now, justice is obviously about balance. So it's got to be balanced. Justice can also be connected with the Libra season, September to October. Now, if you're going to be back before then, there may be a delay. But I feel this is him coming towards you with an apology. That's what he knows. He's got to apologise for something. That may well be why he's distracting himself with work, trying to not necessarily get out of seeing you, but to put it off because he's afraid of what you're going to do. It's like, this reminds me of, You know in 50 Shades of Grey where Anna's like upset with Christian and she's like, she's not necessarily going to leave him, but this is in the second film, I think it is, where she goes to walk out. You know, he's done something and she's upset with him and he gets on his hands and knees like a submissive, you know, and he's like, he gets down on his knee like, I'll do whatever you want me to do. And she's like thinking, what are you doing, you know? And that's really the energy that's coming through. So he feels like he's got to, he'll take your wrath, whatever it is. So he feels like he's done wrong and hurt you, and he feels like he deserves some kind of punishment for it. That's what I'm picking up on. I hope that helps. Okay, so it's not coming through as whether you're definitely going to see him or not. I feel that there will be an apology coming in. Libra could be significant for the season, but I feel you've just got to breathe and perhaps work on forgiveness in the other realms. Tell him through the 5D, for example, that it's okay for him to come forward and see you, that you're not going to punish him, unless it's in the bedroom. But, you know, you're not going to, because I feel he feels really guilty about something that he's worried about, perhaps even looking you in the eyes about. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation, honey. What does God want me to do with the information I got from Dee's wife? So what do you need to know about this information that you've got, okay? Well, you've gained some kind of clarity from it, okay? And it's an unexpected blessing. So the angels want you to see this as an unexpected blessing because it's brought clarity in, okay? So the angels are surprising you with gifts from above. So it's a gift that you've received because it's given you clarity, no matter what. Okay, no matter what it was, and I don't need to know, okay? You don't need to put it in the chat or anything like that. You know what it is. So it's brought some kind of understanding in, and it's actually an unexpected blessing. Even if it's been a shock or something that's perhaps caused you a little bit of a trigger, it's come in for a reason. Your angels are helping you to see the situation in a clearer way. So this information has come in to help you to look at something more clear, to understand something in a different way, to look at it from a place perhaps of love, not fear, or to look at something clearly instead of with perhaps rose-colored glasses on, or you've got the facts or some kind of truth. But you also have to look into it because remember, sometimes people give you their side of a story. So it may not be the complete information either. You may have to go within to decipher what it actually means for you. I hope that helps, okay? Because people can spin things in their favour or from their perspective. Like say if, for example, two people experience like an experience, say if you experience something and, you know, I don't know, your mum experiences something, you've both got different perceptions of what's actually happening. So you might say it one way, they may see it another way. So when you're talking about it, you could say, oh, I had the most wonderful experience. But your mum could say, oh, it was really bad because we didn't really get on or talk much or whatever. You see, so remember, everyone sees some things from their own perspective, and when people are telling you things, you've got to remember that. So you don't take it as fact, okay? You just get the clarity you need from it, okay? Stephanie, thank you for the donation. Hi, what's happening for me in August, okay? What's happening for you in August? What's happening for you in August? Clear card, please, angels. What's happening for you in August? You've got answered prayers. Wow. So there's going to be an answer to your prayer. So whatever you're asking about in prayer, you'll receive that answer. And it's something to do with love in the heart, okay? The universe has heard your request and is responding to your needs. So whatever you've been asking for is coming. So this could be either an answer you receive about something or a reward or some kind of manifestation. But whenever you've been praying about, this is what's coming in, you're going to receive an answer to your prayer. So make sure you call into Archangel Sandalphon because he is the angel who answers your prayers. What else is coming in August, okay? Yeah, and this could be the fact that if your masculine's been mask wearing or if someone's been shady in their behaviour and you've perhaps been praying for the release of that, that's what's being released because we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. So this is like the mask coming off, or this could even be like a communication or something coming to you from the heart space. That's what's being manifested. I hope that helps, okay? Patricia, thank you for the donation. May I have a message from A? What does A want you to know? Dealing with wounds that are buried. So that's what he's dealing with, okay? So there's wounds he's buried deep inside. Pushed down, repressed, whether it's feelings, emotions, or some kind of core wound from childhood or a past life, and that's coming out now. So he's dealing with his darkness, he's dealing with his struggles, he's dealing with some kind of fear. So we've got, he's angry and frustrated at himself. So if he's quiet or distant, or if you're not around him at this time, just know that you're being protected, because he's dealing with some kind of wound that's actually brought anger and frustration up. But it's not about anything to do with you, it's about himself. And the journey you're on is in divine timing. So you're being asked to have faith in this. There could also be a relocation coming in. So this wound could be about a relocation. Okay, and this could be about him changing as well. So it may lead to a relocation. So this could be about him picking his life up and relocating it elsewhere. So relocation doesn't necessarily mean you're going to move countries or anything like that. It could be, I'm going to leave here and come and be with you there, even if that's like in the next street. So I feel this is bringing up some kind of guidance in him, or some kind of understanding in him about what he needs to do in his life, what he needs to change and where he needs to be. Because it's about him relocating. So this is all about change. So these wounds that he's got buried, whatever they are helping him to see that he can change and relocate. He lives out to say, well, there you go. So this could be about him moving to you, relocating. Because I feel if you're honest with yourself, you know that it's very unlikely that you're going to pick your life up and go to him. It's very likely he's going to pick his life up and come to you. And that's really what the divine masculine does. The divine masculine moves to the feminine, because the feminine is a spider, remember, in the web or the flame, and the moth comes to the flame. So I feel that he will come to you, and that's what he's working through at this time. I hope that helps, okay? So it's like the angels say, don't rush him, not that I feel you are, because he's making this decision of his own accord, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation. How does Renee feel about me? And does, after our meeting together or talking, does she feel we're close friends or normal? Well, ask yourself how you feel. It's not even really, I feel the message here is, you've got to think, how do you feel about Renee? Instead of thinking, how does Renee feel about you? What does she see with you? How do you feel? What's best for you and your relationship? Instead of thinking about what the other person is thinking or feeling. So how does Renee feel about you? And does she see you as close friends or normal? So, well, she sees you as someone who she can talk to, someone who's open. And this could even be, I don't know if you talk about love a lot with her, or you talk about love, and that could sometimes, when it can get overwhelming. Because if you're constantly talking about your love life and she perhaps gets a bit stressed out with that, that can also be something that if she pulls away from you, okay? It doesn't mean that she doesn't want to talk about it. But I'm seeing communication here. So I feel she sees you as a good listener, or someone she could talk to about all things. Someone she can talk to in a loving way. So the Page of Cups, it's a love card, really. So I'm seeing there is love between the two of you. And I'm not talking about like intimate love. I'm talking about friendship love. So she feels she can talk to you about things from her heart. But maybe she gets a bit stressed out if you constantly talk about love. I mean, I remember, and this is funny really when I think about it now. I remember, years ago, I'm talking going back years, like, I don't know when it was, maybe 2014 or something like that. And I went to a wedding with a friend. And the entire time I was talking about my divine masculine, because we'd had like a little bus stop and he blocked me at that particular time in that, because I was going to this wedding and it was like jealousy, loads of things came up. Anyway, the entire time I was seeing signs. I was seeing the most amazing signs with his name and everything. It was like super intense. And I was constantly talking to her about it, okay? And in the end, we had a massive falling out. She said, I'm sick of hearing about him. I'm sick of this. And we ended up having a massive argument, and I ended up getting the train home on my own, okay? And we didn't speak for like, I don't know, 2 months or something after, because I was triggered by her, she was triggered by me. But she had enough of me talking about it. And that was also a lesson for me to keep my mouth shut. But I'm not necessarily picking up on that could be going on, but I do feel, maybe you're feeling that way too, but I feel that you do talk about relationships. Sometimes it can get a bit much. So I feel obviously she got a close relationship with you. Otherwise, she wouldn't be able to talk about these things with you and vice versa. So how does she see your relationship? Look, King of Cups. So she does have love for you. And she sees you as a close friend. This is close friendship. This is love. Page of Cups, King of Cups, it's love. But again, even friendships need space and can be triggering. Okay? Feel like she has feelings to me. So you feel like she's got feelings for you. Well, the King of Cups is a love card, so maybe that's a big sign for you there. But regarding the friendship element of things, she definitely does have love for you in that way. But I mean, the Page of Cups and the King of Cups can absolutely be feelings. So you've got to trust your intuition on that. But she sees you as someone she's close to, yes, to answer your question. So it's not normal. There's something more feeling-based to it. It's more emotional. So let go of your own fear. I hope that helps, okay? Wish right now, thank you for the donation. Sorry if my voice is a bit strange, guys. I was talking all day yesterday. I'm doing readings. So when I get leads to my... Will I get... When... I can't see if that's when or will. When I get leads to my business, les message after report SNT. I have no idea what that means. So will you get leads to your business? Or when? The second part, I have no idea what it means, but I'll pull you a card because the angels know. When you're feeling stronger, you've got to get your energy back first. So you'll get leads to your business when you start believing you will, when you start believing in yourself, when you're restoring your energy. This is about you working on you at this current time. And the Nine of Spears is don't give up. Don't give up because something is happening. There's going to be a breakthrough. Now, there could be a breakthrough around September. So September could be a turning point. Okay, but this is also about you restoring your own energy and doing what's right for you because, again, you could be overdoing things. Give me a block. And you could be connected with communication. So you've got to get the feelers out in a way. But I feel don't give up because there's going to be a breakthrough around September. So you're saying les message after report SNT. So I have no idea what that means. Let's see what the angels say. There's a delay, but things will move forward, whatever that's connected with. Okay, because you've got the 8 of Wands in reverse. So there will be a movement, there will be action, there will be some kind of communication or message or something will move forward, but there might be a slight delay around it. So it could start moving forward within, like that. I mean, if this was, I'd say this was faster, but there could be a delay around this moving into place or whatever it is. So there could be some movement after August time. Okay, but just be patient with whatever that is. I hope that helps, okay? Priyanka, thank you for the donation. Amesh is feeling for me. How does he see me and work too? So how does he feel for you? He's saying, I know you're hurting and I'm sorry. So he knows that you're in some kind of pain. Now, this could be because he's perhaps not opening up or not moving something forward. So this hurt you're feeling could be frustration or some kind of struggle within yourself. And he's saying, our love is real. So it's like he's saying to what I'm feeling is real. Even if I'm not telling you, I know it's hurting you. So he could be holding it back from you that's hurting you. Or whatever's happened. You said we fought earlier. So whatever's happened between you, the love is real. So if you've had an argument or a fight in some way, that's to do with some kind of trigger or anxiety. Or, I mean, you could be triggered by something he's doing or not doing. And he could just be, I feel it's like he's not open or he's not being receptive in some way. So he said, I know you're hurting, I'm sorry, our love is real. So how does he see you in general? Love. I mean, there it is. It's like the cup of love, the cauldron of love. It's like he sees you as beautiful and magical and sexy and desirable, and you give him warmth in his heart, and he could see a future with you. That's how he feels about you. He feels love for you, warmth towards you, no matter what's going on. Work, how does he see you in work? Right now, there may be a struggle around this work because he's feeling backed into a corner or he feels stressed out in some way. And maybe this is the argument you've talked about or this fight, whatever's happened. So there's conflict around work in some way. So again, whatever but the way he feels about you is love. Okay, that's real love there. That's what he's saying, this is real love. I'm not saying it's real love for you. But that's how he feels about you. He's got real feelings for you. But regarding work, there's some kind of conflict at this current time. And he perhaps feels like you've got a lot going on as well. He may feel like you've got plenty of things. Obviously, he feels like you've got plenty of things going for you. But he feels like you've got a lot going on. He may feel like, this could be why he's triggered. Maybe he's triggered because he feels like you're not giving him attention. Or you've got other admirers. Or they give me a block and this could be causing some kind of block in communication. So he may feel like he's got competition and that's causing him struggle in some way. Now this could be about work as well because it could be affecting the work side of things, but I feel he feels like there's competition. Okay, and I'm not surprised because you do ask me constantly about different men, so he will pick up on that, even if he isn't aware of it physically. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Divian, great to see you. Thank you for the donation, honey. What does Arjan want from me in bucket messages? What does he want from you? He probably wants you to relax. Luke, he needs trust. He needs trust. He needs you to trust him. He's been very clear. I need you to trust me. What do you want from me? I need you to trust me. And that means surrendering and letting go and giving him space and allowing him to do things in his own pace, in his own way, in his own time. And maybe you don't trust him. So you've got to work on that. Ask yourself why. And it's usually about your own wounding anyway. It's really got nothing to do with him. It's about you and what you need to do inside of you. You know, putting boundaries down or not allowing certain things to happen. So he said, I need you to trust me, okay? Very clear message. What do you need to know? You've got to connect with your third eye as well, especially where love is concerned. So your third eye is giving you guidance. In other words, you'll see previews. You may have a dream, or you could connect with something through your intuition. It's telling you that he's planning something. He's planning to take some kind of action with the root chakra. So root chakra is connected with him, okay? So root chakra is when you want to move forward or do something in the real world. Think about the root of the legs, the feet. So you could be having issues with that, like the lower body, but it's movement. He wants to move towards you, and that's what he's planning. And your third eye is showing you that through things you see. Even if they're dressed up as something else, you've got costume there. Okay, and you've got crossbody bag, which I feel is about change, and Valentine's Day. So there could be some kind of ending happening between now and Valentine's Day that moves him towards you. I hope that helps, okay? You may even wear a crossbody bag, okay? State out resonates. Bina, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, I'm thinking of embracing my greys or grey blending, but worry my DM won't like it. Your masculine will love you whatever you look like. There's nothing wrong with aging naturally, she says, wearing a wig. But my hair under my wig is naturally going salt and pepper. And I only wear wigs when I'm on the channel, when I go out. And it's not because I'm vain or I don't love my own hair. It's because I'm loving the journey of wigs. I'm loving being all different styles. I love the way it makes me feel. It's like something I enjoy, you know, it's like wearing designer clothes or something I enjoy. And if I get fed up with that, I'll just go to my normal hair. But around the house and, you know, when my masculine comes round, you see me with a wig on and without a wig on, you know, and I've shown you straight away when we got back in contact, like, this is me, you know, and he loves you for who you are. So it won't matter. And the thing is, if you love yourself, who cares what anyone thinks anyway? You've got to love yourself, okay? So if you're thinking my masculine won't like it, then that's your own issues, your own fears around it. It's nothing really to do with him. It's about you and how you feel about it. And if you're thinking, I want to do this, then you just got to get a bit more confidence with it. And the thing is, the more you see yourself that way, with your grey and your natural hair, the more you'll love yourself anyway. You know, I can't wait for my hair to get a bit longer because I'm growing it back now. It's about there now. When it's about here, I'm going to get a topper, so I probably won't be wearing as many wigs. Well, she says, okay, bro, wear a topper as well. You know, but I love, I mean, you could wear wigs. There's nothing wrong with wearing wigs. If you want to embrace that journey, you've got the perfect teacher here. You know, if you want to know how to wear wigs, I've got plenty of wigs. You know, if you want to buy a cheap wig from me, you know, so I sell high-end wigs at cheap prices because I've got a lot of wigs and I'm selling them off. I've got a wig sale actually over on Wigs with Liz at the moment. But I'm not saying you should wear wigs, don't get me wrong, just because I wear wigs. What I'm saying is just embracing this new chapter in your life. Okay, because I know for my own self, I'll never dye my hair again because my hair is in the best condition of its life under my wig. I actually washed it this morning because there's no colour in it anymore. And it feels nice. But the reason I don't wear my own natural hair is because I like the colour I like the wigs. I love it. Can't explain. It's not a vain thing. I don't care what anybody thinks. Okay? But it's like I just enjoy the way a wig makes me feel because when I put this hair on, this is like me 20 years ago. It makes me feel nice. It's not because I don't like my own hair. Does that make sense? So I feel you've got to enjoy whatever this new chapter is for you. Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I did it. What I did was, as you know, I stopped dyeing my hair completely and I had it all cut off, Jamie Lee Curtis short, to get all the colour out. And then I grew it back and I keep going between cutting and because it's easiest wearing a wig when it's short. But the thing is, I'm really enjoying my hair now. I'm enjoying wearing long wigs again. And I'm enjoying my longer hair. So I'm growing my hair back. Okay, so I feel that's also about coming into union, because I know that my masculine likes me with longer hair, and that's nothing to do. I'm not pleasing him. I'm doing what's right for me. But I want to get a topper, so I want to grow my hair back again. Okay, but you've got to enjoy being with your own hair. Okay, message from him and bucket. So he'll love you regardless of what you look like. I can feel your love. He can feel you. And the thing is, imagine, and this is the thing you've got to ask yourself: would you still love your masculine if you were blind? Okay, so imagine you couldn't physically see him. Okay, close your eyes. You'd still love him, wouldn't you? Of course you would. It's not about physical appearance. You'd love his heart and soul. You'd love who he is, even if you can't see him. So he's going to think the same about you. Okay, if he couldn't see you, he would still feel the love. He would still feel your energy. It's not just about physical appearance. I mean, I know it's a lot with twin flames because the passion is so intense. But even if something suddenly happened and he couldn't see you, he would still experience you in his own way. He would still see you in his mind. And so you've got to remember that. It's not just about physical. Okay, I feel that's the guidance for you. It's like him saying to you, I'm still going to feel your love. You're still the same person. It's like if you go through something physically, you're still the same person. It's like if you have a surgery or something like that, you're still the same person, okay? So I feel that all he wants to know is you're healthy, because we've got cancer coming through. And what I'm picking up on there is, as long as he knows that you're doing, if you start wearing wigs or, you are wearing your natural hair, it's because you're healthy and it's not because of anything else. I feel he'll be happy that you're doing whatever you're doing. That's what I feel. I mean, my masculine loves the fact that I wear wigs, because he finds it very interesting and like different, and that's how I feel about it. I love being blonde when I feel like being blonde, and this is the thing, you can experience this with wigs. If you start thinking, right, I'm going to wear a wig, you might just get completely enthralled in the joy of wearing all different colours and styles, and that's what happened with me. And I'm not as obsessive about it as I was, but I love the fact that I can go out short, long, blonde, red. I've even got a green wig for Halloween, as you know, like I've got pink wigs and red wigs. I love it. And you haven't got to bother with dyeing your hair. You can be whoever you want to be. But I feel as long as you're healthy, that's all that matters to him. Okay? Because the love is real. The love is there. Remember, when you're in separation, it's preparation. And you may think, oh, what if I look like the Walking Dead when I've got grey hair? No, you'll look vibrant and healthy. There's many of us on here, especially members, who are going natural. And some, our soul sisters wear wigs as well. Like Donna wear wigs and Goody wears wigs. And, obviously I wear wigs. There's many of us who embrace that side of us because it's quirky and sexy and different and fun. You've got K as well, which could be for karmic. Something's going to happen quickly, and you may connect through WhatsApp as well. You've got the owl there, which is wisdom, and owl is about you growing old gracefully and getting wiser in that way. You've got Rudolph, so something could be happening about around Christmas time, and you've got Valentine's Day, so Christmas and Valentine's Day could be significant, and you've got they are horny, and I feel that's come out because he will be turned on to you, whatever you look like, because he's feeling your love. It's not just about physical. I hope that helps, okay? Yeah, there, Animal says, I agree, wigs are fun. I used to cosplay a lot with different wigs. Absolutely. Wigs are fun, they are. And, the more you wear them, the more you get used to them. I can't imagine now not going out in a wig. And the thing is, for me, I'll tell you this as well. When I had my big awakening, it was because of a bang on the head as well. Okay, when I was when I met my masculine, I'd say it was about 3 months after I met him, I had my bang on the head. But I actually had, I won't go into the details, but anyway, I've got a huge dent in my head, okay, from where I had this bang on my head, okay, and it was like concussion or whatever. But anyway, I've got a dent in my head, and I actually feel now wearing a wig protects my head, okay. I wouldn't feel safe now going out without a wig on because it protects my head, because, I've even been told by a doctor, if I get hit in that spot again, it's dangerous, because I've got a dent in my head. Like if I was bald, my head, well, when you get an egg and you like bash an egg and it dents, That's what my head's like, okay? I've got literally, it goes like that, okay? It's like a dip in my head. It's scary, really, when I touch it. And I have to stimulate it all the time. You know, wash my hair, and, you know, to make sure it's, like, if I didn't wash my hair for days, I'd get pain in it. It's sore, it's tender. And this happened, like, when I was, like, in, like 21 or whatever it was. You know, so that it's about protection as well. So I like wearing a wig because it's protection. So, yeah, just see it as a journey, okay? I could talk about this for hours, but I better get on, hadn't I? Okay, I get, like, totally enthralled in what I'm talking about. Karina with a K, great to see you, honey. Thank you for the donation. Hi, Liz. Mark posted a beautiful picture yesterday. What was his feelings behind it, and is he okay with all going on? Any messages from him today? You are my true queen. Love it. So whatever this message is about, this picture, he's telling you that you're his queen. You are my true queen. No matter what else he's got going on. Because it may seem like he's got a queen in his life. No, you're his true queen. And this is about you being the queen bee. Now, this is really interesting because I recorded videos yesterday and I got messages about queens and kings and all kinds of things coming through. So that may really resonate with you, okay? We've got, I would give it all up for you. You may even hear that song, I'd give it all up for you, Simply Red. I'd give it all up for you. This lifestyle, and that's what I feel he will do eventually anyway. Okay, I will give it all up for you. This lifestyle, this life I'm living, I'd give it all up for you because you're my true queen. And I pray. Okay, they give me a song. Hang on. I pray in the moon and the stars in the sky. Who sings that? I pray. I think it's I pray. The words. Or I swear. No, I swear in the moon and the stars in the sky. Okay, I'll be there. They give me that song. Obviously, they're giving me Give It All Up For You. Something got me started, Simply Red. But I've got the other one coming through. I swear, the moon and the stars and above, I'll be there. They give me that song as well. So that, whatever he posted was to do with that, okay? What else does he want you to know? What else does he want to say to you today? Twin Flames, this love is extraordinary. There you go. You could hear songs like Sade, This Is No Ordinary Love. I heard that song yesterday. There you go then. I want to come home. I want to come home. There's a song as well about coming home. I can't. They're giving me like, I want to come home. And they're not giving me the exact song, but I've just got that little lyric coming through there. I want to. It's like the end of a song. Whatever it is. Anyway, you could hear songs about coming home. I feel he's communicating with you through music. So let me get a music card for you. What do you need to know about music? Well, what's the sign for you through music? And you know, he does sing as well, doesn't he? So miracles are happening in your connection. Archangel Gabriel is bringing good news. Yeah, I think it is Home by Michael Bublé. Yeah. I want to come home. I want to get home. Something like that, okay? Magic is happening and you will feel excited at this time. Something is growing and a rebirth is about to occur. You will be feeling creative, so express your creative talents and they will be successful at this time. Good news is on the way. So obviously you can channel your energy into work and other things, but there is a miracle happening. And again, Archangel Gabriel is connected with communication. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Tiffany, thank you for the donation. Messages from my spirit team. So what do your spirit team want you to know? Things will spring forward. So things are going to move forward. Now, spring could be significant as well. So when I personally connect with spring, it's like Easter time. So that's when something big could happen. Okay, but things will move forward. And the way is being made to make that happen. So Archangel Nathaniel, Lord Ganesh, the dragons are all assisting with removing obstacles or creating the way. So what else do your spirit team want you to know? Give me fear. Oh, release any fear. That could be about timings. Yeah, that could be about timings. Because remember, the delay creates the way. And the way is being made. So the stag, the promise of union coming through. The stag is also a promise of your person transforming and changing. Anything else you need to know from your spirit team? You've got going within. So go within for the answers. The angels are asking you to calm your mind and feel the power of spirit within you. And then you bloom like a beautiful flower, like a beautiful lotus flower. You may even see white flowers, which are about purity and cleansing. So all the answers are within. They're guiding me to bring some buckets in because that card jumped into the bucket. So let's see what you've got. You've got relocate. Let me just see let me just turn them over. Hang on a minute here. So you've got whatever's going on between the two of you is temporary. Okay. And you just need to take a step back. There's going to be some kind of relocation as well. So this could well be about him coming to you, or I don't know if you're thinking about relocating in some other area of your life, but you've got C and F for letters. You've got Zoom. So Zoom could be important because this could be like a Zoom call or something like that. Or it could be you have to zoom out to see things clearly. Things are happening with the year of the horse, even if your person is ghosting you. You may feel like people are sucking your energy out dry as well. And kids could be significant. So kids could be sucking energy, or take it out resonates, okay? Cece, thank you for the donation. I'm just looking for your question. I can't see it, okay? Again, I can't see Cece your question because it's not in the super chat, so I'm going to come back to you, okay? So let me just write you on my list, okay? So Antonio, thank you for your donation, honey. Hi Liz, may I have a message from my DF, please? Is she single? Will she unblock me? So what's the guidance around your connection, first of all? Delays are always necessary. So remember that the delay is creating the way. Because I know you're thinking, is she going to do this? Is she going to do that? The delays are necessary at this time for lessons and growth and for alignment. You got the Kundalini rising within you. So this may be why you're perhaps, I don't know if you're getting a bit frustrated or impatient about things, wanting things to happen, because you're feeling the Kundalini between the two of you. You're feeling the fire and the desire between the two of you. And that's rising up, okay? She's saying, I just want to see you shine. So the more you shine, the more you're operating in your power, the quicker things will move forward anyway. And she wants to see you shine. She doesn't want you to be sad or depressed about things. It's always been you. So I feel even if there is anyone else in her energy field, which I'm not picking up on, it's always been you. And she knows that too. So is she single? Is she single? Okay. Let me just see what the other card is contain. Is she going to unblock you? So I feel that she's dealing with some chaos in her life at this time. So I'm not necessarily picking up on there's another person around you. It's more there's something. I don't feel you would have a shock either. Like I'm picking because he's coming up in reverse, the tower in reverse. I feel if you found out she was up to something, I don't feel you'd find it a shock. So I'm not picking up on like anything that would be a shock to you. So I'm not really necessarily picking up on the fact that she's with anybody else. It's more the fact that she knows she's hurt you and let you down that's keeping her stuck. Because she knows she's caused you pain. That leprechaun there, Luke, has stabbed that man. And he's like, whoa. You know, it's not like victory. It's more like, okay. But he does regret what he's done. You know, he does. It's like he may, in that moment, he may be like, that's what I've done. But further cards down the line, there's a card that shows he's looking back, regretting what he's done. So I feel the message here is that what's going on with Jennifer, is she is aware what your DF is saying. I keep saying Jennifer. Is your twin Jennifer? Am I picking up on someone else there? But what your DF is saying to you is, I know I've hurt you and caused you pain, and I've worked through the shock of that and what that means. It's always been you. I'm sorry I've hurt you. So it's more the pain of what she's done that's keeping her apart from you than anything else, because she wants to see you shine. So I'm not picking up on any other person in her energy field, even if there is someone around her. I'm not picking up on that. I feel it's more she's working through her own pain around what she's done, because she knows she hurt you in the past, and that could be by blocking you. But in that moment, she perhaps felt liberated because she needed that space. She had to go through her own tower and her own changes and her own pain to get to this point she's in now. And you can feel all the Kundalini rising between the two of you, okay? So is she going to unblock you? Let's bring in the Stag Tarot. So is she going to unblock you? She hates wearing a mask. She wants to give equal in a relationship. She's going to unblock you when she can give equally. So you've actually got a timeline coming through between now, and this was really from July to June. That's your timeline for unblocking and moving forward. I know it's a long timeline, but it could happen any time between now and then. Can I just get one more card about this? What else does she want you to know? She said, I miss you, do you? She may be seeking advice about this. Now, you're doing that because you're having a reading. Well, she could be seeking advice too. She's waiting for you. Now, I know that she's blocked you, so you probably think, well, why is she waiting for me if she's blocked me? She's waiting for something from you. So this could be about you connecting with her in a dream or through the 5D or giving her some kind of sign or synchronicity that you're waiting for her to do something. Because the 8 is also about August, where we are. She is missing you. She's wondering if you're missing her. Because maybe she feels like you've moved on. Okay, so you may need to connect with her in the 5D. Sorry if it's a confusing message, but I feel her energy's all over the place. But I don't feel she's with anybody else. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for the donation. I'm just seeing if I can find Cece's question. Oh, there we are. I've got Cece's question, okay? So Cece says, hi Liz, guidance on anything good news coming in. Last night was chaotic. I had a breakdown with my brother who was mean to me. Does Jake feel my pain? He'll feel what you feel. Yes, of course he will. Okay, but you're also learning to not take anything personally if your brother's triggering you in some way. So remember, anything that's you're waiting on, delays are necessary because things are in alignment. The answers are always within you. So you have to go within for the answer. You have to go within for the support you seek. If your brother's being mean to you, it's not about you. It's about him and his own issues. Very likely you've triggered something in him that he's took out on you. So the answers are within that you need at this current time. So you just need to go within and ask the angels for help. You're saying, would any good news come in? There's delays that are necessary to bring that good news in. So at this time, you need to go within for the answers because you may be questioning things and you have to go within because that's where you access the truth. That's where you know that delays are necessary. Things can't happen like straight away if there needs to be an alignment. Now you're asking if he feels your pain, and yes, he does, because he feels you constantly. You are one. So he will feel what you feel, and he feels that you've had some kind of altercation here, that you've perhaps got defensive or triggered. He's felt that within you because you are one. So yes, he has felt this struggle, and this is how you perhaps reacted to what your brother did or what went on, because you felt perhaps you felt pushed into a corner, or you felt defensive, or you felt like you didn't know what you should do or what you should say, or perhaps you just felt hurt and triggered, and he did feel that, okay? You've got twin flames, separation. So you're in separation for a reason. And you've got children coming through. What I feel with this is, you and your brother, you're like children, aren't you, when you're together? So you may be acting childish ways with each other. I'm not saying you are, but maybe he did. So I'm seeing the children as you and your brother. You've known each other because you're brother and sister, children. You're connected in that way. And it can bring out the childish side of you as well. So you've got to remember your brother will trigger you for a reason, so you don't take things personally. Breathe instead, calm yourself down and be in the moment. I hope that helps, okay? And thank you for your donation, honey. Message from Frank. How is he? Thank you so much. So what's going on with Frank today? He's saying this is a once in a lifetime love. We will have a beautiful future together. So what I'm picking up on is he knows that what he has with you is rare and special. It's not going to come around again. Okay, and he is thinking about what kind of life you'll have together. He knows it will be beautiful. So he's having visions of this. But I'm struggling to get the words out. So he's struggling to communicate this. Yeah, and he knows he's got to end the cycle first. And that's what he's afraid of doing. Okay, because I'm feeling he's still got work to do on himself. It's not like he's ready for you yet. And that means you're not ready for him either. You've got there will be victory in this situation. But at the moment, he's struggling to end some of the cycle. So that could be his karmic situation. And when he does that, obviously he'll be able to move towards you. But right now, I feel there's still lessons being learned. So the way the cards have come out with them being in reverse, I feel that there's still unfinished business with that person, or there's still things that are being dealt with. I spoke about that in one of the readings. I don't know if that was in a Warriors reading as well. So the power is inside of you. He is finding the power inside of him to change, to end that cycle, to do what he needs to do. The power is inside of him. You know that, and you've got to believe that too. Because he is seeing a future with you, and he knows this is a once-in-a-lifetime love. And the power is inside of you to deal with this situation. So how is he? He's saying, how is he in his life? How is he? How is he in general? How is he in general? Okay, how is he? Well, he's feeling emotional and he's manifesting. So he's working on what he's manifesting. So he could be busy with work and other stuff at this time, but he is feeling emotional about you. So he is in dreamland a little bit. And that's what you're manifesting. What you're manifesting is him coming towards you, and that's what is being manifested. So he's in a bit of a dreamy energy today. So I'm not saying he's miserable and sad. I'm not saying he's happy either. He's somewhere in between. He's in like a limbo. I hope that helps, okay? AJ, thank you for the donation. Has A's feelings changed, okay? How does A feel? Remind me who I am. I've lost myself. So I don't feel his feelings have changed. I feel he just feels lost. I'm being guided. Now they're telling me as well he's being guarded, but he's being guided. So I feel he's just a bit lost. So I don't feel his feelings have changed for you. He just needs reminding of who he is. And this whole situation is happening so he can go within and find himself. Remind me who I am. He's saying that to himself. Who am I? I feel lost. But he knows he's being guided. So he's being guided by his angels. He's being guided by, his spirit team. He's being guided by the love that you share. So I don't feel his feelings have changed, no. What else do you need to know? Respond to this with love. So look at this whole situation from love, not fear. Because your ego and your fear will put you into he doesn't care about me and all of that. And if you're responding to this with love, you'll recognise there's something else going on, which means he feels lost. And you've got to have compassion and empathy and focus on you at this time. They're giving me the feeling of this is the right eye, which is the masculine side. This is his energy. He's not liking what he's seen around him. They give me like a feeling of grit in the eye. When I get that, it's like you don't like what you're seeing in your physical world or something's affecting him in his physical world. It's awful when they show me these physical things sometimes, but I have to experience them to channel a message. So it's like he's not liking what he sees in his physical reality, and that's affecting his eyes. So he could be having some eye issues. You could be too. Feeling of grit in the eye or something's in your eye. That's what I'm picking up on there. So he wants to change his circumstances. I hope that helps, okay? A curious, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, good morning, sunshine. Please, George's feelings and intentions towards me and next actions. So what's he feeling? Our love is worth everything I'm going through right now. So he's going through a lot right now. He's going through a lot of struggle and lessons and growth and, changes and whatever he's going through. Oh, there's decisions with this. So he also has to make a decision. Okay, tooth pain there. So, and it was more in the jaw there. So our love is worth it. So he's saying to you, it's worth waiting for. So you can't rush this, remember. You've got to go through the lessons and the growth. But he's saying our love is worth everything I'm going through right now. So right now he's going through something. So he's saying, what are his next actions right now? His next actions right now are to work out what he's going through, to heal himself. So there's no next action. It's more about him going within to heal certain aspects of himself because he's having a battle with himself. There's conflict around him. Now this could be interference from other people, but I'm feeling this is a battle between him and his higher self. His ego and his higher self are in war in a way. So that's what he's going through right now. So you can't rush him forward or anything. You've just got to work on you at this time. Okay? So what else do you need to know? Find the strength to move forward in your own life at this time. He's finding the strength to change. There's an epiphany taking place, an awakening. That's why you got 11:11. So you may be seeing 11:11 a lot. So you've got to just be patient with the process at this current time. You could also be having some very vivid dreams about you. What else? What's your message? You're going through mirror work and joint healing. So everything you're going through is happening for the both of you. So you could also be feeling a lot of joint issues too. So you could also be mirroring this and going through your own struggles. So work on self-love and raising your vibration. Timelines are guidelines. So you've got to let go of the timing of everything and trust the process. So I don't really necessarily feel anything like a big action step right now because you're both in a healing process and you're both going through some kind of awakening. So what's his next action? Yeah, he's got to overcome the conflict. Okay, he's got to find the power. Archangel Michael is shielding the both of you. Focus on what you're manifesting. Focus on your intentions. Focus on what you want to bring into your life, okay? That's what the message is. Because I feel that Archangel Michael is shielding you both and helping you. I hope that helps. Okay, so there's a protection taking place. Mr. Fat, thank you for the donation. Next actions of Niraj for me. So what does Niraj want you to know? I can't deny myself anymore. So I feel he is preparing to take action because he feels he's denying himself of you and the love he feels for you and the desire he has for you. And he says, I can't do this anymore. I can't deny myself of you anymore. We've had many lifetimes together and I've loved you and all of that. And I feel he's also aware of how he feels about you, and he doesn't want to deny himself either. He doesn't want to deny his love for you anymore. So, yeah, and there's a shielding going on right now. You've got the same cards coming out here. He's dealing with his ego. Okay, there's going to be some kind of balance coming in around Libra season. So I feel you're being protected at this time with the Six of Wands there. You're being protected from any drama or chaos he's going through. Whenever you're manifesting and wanting with him, when he gets over his ego, that's when he's going to take action. So he's balancing his energy to overcome his ego. Now, you're also balancing your own feminine and masculine energies, and that may be what you're experiencing right now. I spoke about that yesterday. So if you haven't watched yesterday's daily love reading, maybe go and watch that, because it may resonate with you. Especially because he's perhaps feeling like he's in a meh, and he wants a yeah, which is what I spoke about yesterday. Okay, but he's overcoming his ego. Libra season could be significant for this, for something you're manifesting. But he said, I don't want to deny this love anymore. We've had many lifetimes together and I've loved you in them all. So his intention is to take action when he's more balanced. And when you're balanced, could be in Libra season. I hope that helps. Okay, that's September, October. Natalia, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, message from Grace, and it's my birthday on the 10th also. So have a great birthday, honey. Happy birthday. So what does he want to say to you? You belong to me. Very possessive there. You belong to me. He wants to claim you, okay? You belong to me. But obviously you belong to each other, and that isn't in a possessive way because you are one. But I'm getting a possessive energy coming through from him here. So there could be a bit of jealousy coming up, a little bit of anger. You're mine. You belong to me. So maybe you know he can get jealous about things as well. So what else is he wanting you to know? Yeah, all he's got to do is speak his truth, and then everything will move forward. But that's what is being blocked at this time, or that's what he's blocking. There needs to be a breakthrough in communication. So, and this is what he wants. This is what you both want. But there's a delay around it. So there will be communication when the time is right, but there's a block. So when I see this in reverse, I feel this could be in, because you may be thinking, is he going to reach out to me for my birthday? But I'm not necessarily feeling it, no. I mean, it could be. I mean, the Ace of Swords, when I connect with it, is September. I'm picking up on October because it's in reverse. So the 10 could be a significant date anyway, which it will be if it's your birthday. But I am picking up, and it could take longer than that. So there may be delays until October, okay? But he wants to communicate. Remember, the energy can change and shift every day, because one day he's thinking something, the next day he may be thinking something else. That's why timelines are guidelines. The Kundalini is rising within you. You're going to, look, intimate encounters and intimacy, sexy encounters and intimacy, the Kundalini rising. So you're going to feel all the desire coming up inside you in the, in the 5D. So you're going to feel all this passion. What's the message for you for your birthday? I know it's not yet, but you've got positive thoughts. The angels are asking you to focus on solutions instead of problems. So keep your thoughts uplifted. This is your guardian angel whispering into your ear. Remember, the more positive you are, the more positive things happen in your life. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Janie, thank you for the donation. I feel West now. It's really interesting because I recorded a video yesterday and his name came into it. Okay, I connected with Wesley and Buttercup out of Princess Bride, but I said the name Wesley West coming into this reading. So one of the readings coming up soon has got his name in it, just so you know. And I thought of you straight away. But I feel Wes, message from me, what's he doing this weekend? So he's saying, I'm wearing a mask is just easier for now. Because he may still be acting like he's okay on the surface to people. Or he may just be, just going around the motions. I'm not necessarily feeling like he's got to wear a mask around anyone. It's more he's being cool, calm, collected on the surface when inside everything's bubbling up. So he's wearing a mask in his life at this time. He's not being open and authentic. Okay, there's still things he's holding back. What else? You've got, he's angry and frustrated at himself, and that's something he's healing. Okay, we've got healing addictions, have compassion. So an addiction could be wearing that mask. I'm not saying he's like addicted to anything bad, unless you know he is, but I feel whatever he's doing, and this could be like going over the anger, going over the past, like being frustrated at himself, like holding on to guilt. And I feel he needs to let go of things that he's been holding on to that can get addictive, which they can. negative feelings, emotions, the past, all of that. And he's releasing that, so have compassion for him. So it's like he's asking you to give him time to take this mask off fully. Okay, so what's he doing this weekend? Let's bring in the distraction oracle. So what's the message? So we've got, well, he's on his phone a lot because he's craving contact with you. So regardless of what he's doing this weekend, he's craving contact with you. So he could be picking his phone up, but that could be an addiction. Picking his phone up, putting it down, being online, being around his phone, whatever it is. So he is on his phone this weekend. But the reason why, the reason behind it really is because he's craving contact with you. So he could just be scrolling. Not saying anyone's necessarily messaging him. This could be him just being addicted to his phone, on it, scrolling up and down, wasting time on his phone when he could be contacting you. And we've got animals. The need to give and receive unconditional love. So if he's got animals, he could spend time with them. If you know he's got a pet, or he could be around animals in another way. If his family have got animals, spending time with animals, because animals are very unconditional in the way they love. And that's what he's craving. So I feel he's on his own. I don't feel he's with anyone. I feel he's spending time by himself on his phone, or with animals, or in nature, or he could be walking, or whatever he's doing. I hope that helps, okay? Zainab, thank you for the donation. How does Gerard feel after reading my post today in love messages? The day I turn my back on you still haunts me like hell. I feel you energetically. So since he's read your post, he's felt your energy. He feels you energetically. And this may have brought up feelings about what he's done in the past. That he may feel like he's turned his back on you, or he feels like you're haunting him in some way. So it's brought up some emotion in him. And what's the love message from him to you? What's the love message? They give me fear. So he's working through his fears. What a fear there. Yeah, are you thinking about me? I think about you all the time. So what he's saying to you is, are you thinking about me too? And that may put him into fear, because maybe he's wondering what you're doing, or are you doing it with? But it's also bringing fear up in him, because he's thinking, oh, okay, I'm thinking about you. Are you thinking about me? I'm thinking about you all the time. But he's also going over the past and what happened. So I feel he's in and out of fear. He's like between love and fear, because he does love you and feel all the loving feelings for you. But it also brings up a lot of pain as well. And that also depends on what your post is. Because if your post is bringing emotion up from the past, or something that he can process, then it's going to bring fear up as well. So perhaps ask yourself the question, why am I posting what I'm posting? Am I doing it for me, or am I doing it to get his attention, or am I doing it to get something across to him? So also think about what you're posting and what effect that's had on him. I hope that helps, okay? Ankmon, thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz, the guy I met recently seems upset. Remember, that won't be about you, even if it seems to be. It was about something that he's going through inside. Remember, he will be processing something, or so never take anything personally. I set a boundary. So again, this is like you've set a boundary, and it may, if you feel like that's upsetting, it's not about you, it's about him. Perhaps no one's ever set boundaries with him before. Okay, so it's something he's got to work through inside. It doesn't mean you've done anything wrong, or there's anything wrong between you. It means he just needs to understand what that means, okay? And he may need a bit of processing time. So what advice do my guides have for me? So what advice do your guides have for you today? What advice do your guides have for you? The answer is yes. So if you're asking a specific question in your mind, the answer is yes. That's the first message, okay? And the no's are not now. Okay, so the answer is yes, the no's are not now. So you got yes and a no. So it may be a no today, but it's a not now, it will become a yes. So whatever this is about. This could be about what his actions, or something that's going to happen. So the answer is yes, just not yet. It's a not now. It's a no for now, if that makes sense. I get what that means. I'm sure you do too. So it could be like, is he going to reach out today? And it could be, well, he is going to reach out, yes, but not today. It's a not now, if that makes sense. That's kind of the energy I'm feeling there. Or are things going to move forward? Yes, just not today, or something like that, you know. So you've got past life trauma, healing past wounds. So this boundary you've set has brought up a past life trauma in him, a wound. So again, remember, it's not about you directly, because it's something that you've triggered in him. If it is connected with this boundary at all, it may be something else he's dealing with. So some kind of past life trauma he's healing, some wounding that he's dealing with. And it's something to do with differences. Differences are proof that love has no barriers. So the difference is between perhaps you and an ex or you and someone else is that you've set this boundary. And that's different than what he's experienced before. But even if it's nothing to do with that, you're different than anyone he's met before. And that's why this connection between you is proving that love has no barriers. In other words, love conquers all. And you've got ascension in its symptoms serve you. So he could be going through something physically as well. Could be going through something in his body. And you may be picking up on that too. What's that then about? You may even be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 for ascension. So you got the Achilles heel. So really what I'm picking up with the Achilles heel is more about something that triggers you or gets to you than an actual physical thing. So this is definitely to do with some kind of wounding around his past, okay? Feeling powerless and vulnerable, like something or someone has power over you. And that may well be how he feels. He may feel like you've got power over him. This is illusion. The only person with that kind of power in your life is you. Take back your power and remember who you are. Rise like the warrior that you are and embrace your wonderful future. And he may want to embrace a wonderful future with you, but he may be going through some fear. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? We just pulled an angel card as well. What's the message for you today? Respect. And this is the boundary you've put down because you're respecting yourself. It says you are being guided to respect the decisions and options and opinions of others. Now, I feel that's what he's being guided to do. He's being guided to respect and honour the decisions and opinions and options that you've put down, the barriers that you've put down, the boundary, whatever it is. So it's all about respect, and this is ultimately because you're respecting you more and you know what you want and what you will and won't put up with. So the angels are like saying to you, hey, high five, respect. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. Messages from D. Okay, so what does D want you to know? So is D a love interest, okay? Are you ready? D is saying, are you ready? So maybe D wants to take action towards you, but is wondering if you are ready. Our love is real. Now again, take this out of context like real love. Or this is more like, I feel like D wants to move this into the real world or do something. Are you ready? So you may not be sending out signals that say you're ready. Why? Because you're obviously involved with Wes. You know, even if it's just energetic involvement. So are you ready to bring our love into the real world or to move this forward in some way? So our love is real. I feel this is about, the message I've got coming through is like, if D is a love interest to you, D could give you something right now, whereas what you've got with Wes at this moment is in the 5D. Does that make sense? Because it's not in the physical at this moment. It's like what I feel I'm getting coming through here from D is through his energy. It's like he's saying to you, are you ready? Because this is real now. I can give something to you now in this moment. But you're obviously waiting for Wes to make his move. So it's like D is saying to you, I'm not saying he knows about Wes. This is like his energy coming through. It's like he's saying to you, well, this love between me and you, we could have something that is real now. It's real now what we could have. That's what I'm picking up on. But he may not feel like you're ready. Are you ready? And that's what you've got to ask yourself. Okay, am I ready to actually pursue something else? Am I? And I feel, you know, yourself, you're holding on. It's not like you're holding on and waiting for Wes. It's more like that's what you know you want. That's the message. It's like you've got to ask yourself that question. Are you actually ready? Because I don't feel that D is saying to himself, are you ready? Maybe he is. Maybe he is saying, are you ready for this? This is real, something we could have. But I feel it's more like energetically he's aware that you may not be all in. I hope that helps, okay? Minbu, thank you for the donation. And Miss P, I'm letting him come to me as thoughts. And that's good because you've been in your own power there. You're being patient. He's saying, the things I want to do to you. So he's definitely fantasizing about you. The things I want to do to you. So he's having this little fantasy relationship with you in his mind at this moment. There's a lot of desire there. Okay? We'll just bring in this step then. So he's having all this desire for you. What does he want to say? I feel like I'm punching you out of my league. So I feel that the thing is, he's happy with this fantasy of you, because in that fantasy of you, he's the hero and he can't let you down in that fantasy. He can't disappoint you in that fantasy. because he feels like you're out of his league. Now, obviously, you're not. That's his own issues. He's got to deal with that, okay? Because you're at the same league, obviously. Otherwise, you want to come together. And you're saying, I'm right here waiting for you. It's like you're saying, I'm right here waiting for you. All you've got to do is message me or come forward or do something. And he's like, well, I feel like you're out of my league, so I need to level up for you. So in the meantime, I'm just fantasizing about the things I want to do to you. And he does want to do things to you. So you're saying what his thoughts, they're very sexy and intimate. But he's having this little fantasy about you where he's the hero. So remember, if he seems to be rejecting you, it's not there at all. It's redirection to another time. The no's are not now. I knew that would come out. The answer is yes. So it's like the angel saying it's a not now because it's not the right time. There's a rejection for a redirection. So you're never being rejected. You're being redirected always. So it's not like he wants to reject you. He's just waiting for the right time. So I feel the answer is yes to he will come forward when the time is right. Is there a timing around these? He's got to work through his fears and his triggers and his illusion. That's what's currently going on. Okay, so there could be something shifting. I mean, the full moon has brought a lot of emotion up in him anyway. So between now and the full moon, but I feel he could take action at any time. Because I'm actually seeing, see how the moon is, like the hammer there he's got is in front of the moon. It's taken a bit of the moon off. So I feel really anything could happen between now and the next full moon. But anything could happen at any time. Because of this emotion he's feeling very emotional towards you. He just feels like you're out of his league, and that's not your fault. That doesn't mean you've got to change anything about you. In fact, it means shine brighter because that's showing you that you're doing something right. I hope that helps, okay? Janie, thank you for the donation. Question for E, why has C stopped talking to E? So the question is for E, so that could be your friend E. Why has C stopped talking to E? So processing, fear, regardless of whether C has stopped talking to E or not, C has been guided back to E. I'm being guided. So I'm not saying that C was guided to stop talking to E. I feel that C has been guided to come back in. But may feel like right now they need to go within Francis or clarity, seeing the signs that are guiding them back to you. We speak a secret language only our souls understand. So you are receiving signs that are like a secret language at this time. So it's very likely E is seeing signs about C and C is seeing signs about E, and you're being guided back together. But I feel that really the reason why C stopped talking to E was because C was feeling overwhelmed or needed some space to process things. It doesn't mean anything's wrong. Yeah. Struggle. So, yeah, and this is getting my attention on the floor as well. We've got heart message. We've got magician. So I do feel that C will take control and do something about this as the magician. He was on the floor. Okay, it got my attention, so it needed to come through for you. So we've got the Seven of Swords coming in and the Ace of Swords. There's going to be a breakthrough. What it is, C does not want to mess you about. So maybe C feels like they haven't been able to commit or be fully in with you until they go through some kind of change. And I feel that there's going to be a breakthrough moment with communication. So I do feel that C is going to talk to E between now and September. Okay, September could be a breakthrough where something is spoken with truth and clarity and understanding. I do feel C will take the initiative and reach out to E, but in July anyway, I mean, we're in August now. In July, it's like C was not in the right energy. So C could have been wearing a mask, may have felt vulnerable, and that could have brought up fear, may have been sneaking about, or there could have been some karmic things going on. But there will be a breakthrough moving forward. So I feel there will be a breakthrough in this connection around September. So don't worry if there's no communication. Just focus on yourself at this time. Yeah, look. Focus on you, career, money, all the things you can do to feel good. I hope that helps. So he praises another woman, doesn't tell me his feelings, and he wants to talk often. Well, again, it's like I mean, this is why there's a delay around this, because of why this is happening. Because you know you're not really ready anyway. You want to be with Wes, don't you? That's the truth. And there's nothing wrong with waiting. Not waiting, we never wait. But there's nothing wrong with wanting what you want. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. You don't have to date other people or see other people, okay, to validate you as a woman. You know, you don't need that anyway. All you need is your connection with self and source. You know, if the right person is meant to come in, the right person will come in. So the fact that he's doing all those things It's just another sign that says to you, are you ready? Probably not. Do you really want to get involved in all of that? I hope that helps, okay? But I feel he wants you here and now, and that's what he's really saying. But he can also sense that your energy is elsewhere. That may even be why he's pursuing you the way he is. Got a real throat chakra thing going on today. So I think everyone watching is going to get communication at some point. So GR, thank you for the donation. Hi, I had a blast in Vegas. That's good to know. Ray and Carlos intentions. So what's Ray feeling and thinking about you and his intentions? And what's, I mean, I've got them two as clarifiers. What's Carlos's intentions? Okay, I want to bring in the other deck as well. So what's Ray's intentions? Again, I feel like I need to be silent. So I don't know if you need to first go within and ask yourself what you want. Because it's like you're asking about their intentions. What do you actually want in this situation? Who do you actually want? That's the message. So for Ray, he wants to live with you. I'm not saying this is right now. This is his future intention. I want us to live together. And living together isn't just about being under the same roof. It's about like enjoying life, thriving together. So his intention is to end something karmic in his life. There's a delay around that because of the ego. So there needs to be a karmic ending first, or there needs to be some more balance coming into your connection so you can have a balanced connection. And this could be something karmic that needs to be released still. And he may be coming forward in the Libra season, but there's a delay. And the delay is because he's learning and growing and evolving and overcoming his ego. So he does want to be with you. It's just there's something karmic still he's dealing with, or something that's still being learned, okay? Carlos is saying, I'm finding the strength to open up to you. Being vulnerable scares me. So he wants to tell you how he's feeling. And he's also going through some kind of change at work, or he intends to quit his job. So he could be distracted by work or something he's going through in his career. I don't want this to be a secret anymore. And that's his feelings. I'm not saying you're a secret. So he's keeping his feelings deep within, or something about what he wants to say to you that he doesn't want to keep secret anymore. Could even be that he wants to tell you he wants to quit his job and he doesn't want that to be a secret anymore. Yeah, and this is the thing. It's like he feels like you're waiting for something. Perhaps you feel you're waiting on your phone, or you're waiting for him to tell you how he feels, or you're waiting for him to make a change or do something, and that's what he wants to do. Okay, but again, with him, what I'm feeling is you perhaps don't know where you stand. So I'm getting this message at this current time where instead of thinking about what they want and what they're going to do, focus on you. And I'm sure you're doing that anyway. I mean, you've just said you had a blast in Vegas, so it's not like you're just sitting around moping and wanting a man. You know, you're living your own life, and that's the right thing to do. Okay, just breathe. Just breathe, call on your angels. Look, the karmic energy is being released. I feel you know that Ray is the one, because that's the energy the karmic energy is being released from. So whether you want Carlos or not, I feel you know ultimately that Ray is the one. And you can't fight that, you know. It's just, it is what it is. You can't help who you love. Your heart wants what your heart wants at the end of the day. I hope that helps, okay? Gypsy, thank you for the donation. A message from my DM. So what does your DM want you to know? Your DM is saying the saddest part is waking up and realising it was just a dream. So your DM has been dreaming about you and wakes up and looks over and it's not you there. And that makes them very sad. So it's like they're recognising that they want the dream of being with you, or even the fantasy of being with you. They want the dream to be a reality. So they feel very sad when they wake up in the morning and realise you're not there, because they've been dreaming about you and wanting you there. So they had a dream about you last night. Now, patience is a powerful thing, because synchronistic events are going to bring you together. So the universe is creating a way. The passion you're feeling is intense and real. So you'll be feeling that kundalini. Maybe he had a passionate dream about you and then he woke up and you weren't there, and that caused him even more pain. God never closes a door without opening a window. So there is an opportunity here. Yeah, planning and processing. So he's working out what to do. There is a door of opportunity, or a window of opportunity open at this time. Let's bring you a tarot card as well. Anything else you need to know? you've got the moon, and you've got the King of Pentacles. So I feel look through the illusion of whatever's going on, because he is planning something real. He does want to come forward correctly. He could even be working on work at this time, but I feel he wants to come in right. Anything else is illusion. And if he is in something at this time or dealing with something else, you've got to look beyond that, okay? Like look beyond the, he seems to be all happy and together, because that's illusion as well. But I feel he is coming in with some kind of offer for you. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Pooja, thank you for the donation. Why is Em on my mind even though we're not in contact? Because there'll be some kind of unfinished business, or you have some kind of soul connection. Like when I say soul connection, I mean this person is meant to come back into your life for some reason. So when you're soul connected with people, you'll think about them, of course, but it's very likely you're thinking about him or them because they are thinking about you. Okay, and remember, soul connection is like a soulmate. So like anyone can be your soulmate. Now, if you see Em as your twin flame, that's different. You know what the label is. I'm not giving a label here. But I feel the reason Emma's on your mind is because Emma's thinking about you. So it's like a telepathic feeling you're having. And you know yourself, if you're thinking about someone, suddenly you see them or something comes up in your awareness about them. So what does Em want you to know? I need your understanding right now. So he may be thinking about what an understanding person you are. Perhaps wanting to talk about something to you. Perhaps going through something, thinking, if Pooja was here, I'd know what to do, or Pooja would listen to me or understand me. So this person is thinking about you very deeply, and the way you'd perhaps help them through something or be there for them, and you're feeling that energetically, and that's pulling on your energy because you have a soul bond. That's what's going on. I hope that helps, okay? Before I carry on, let me just go to the bathroom and clear my throat and stuff. I won't be a second, okay? And then I'm doing Sonu. I need to cough. I'm definitely picking up on throat chakra activation. Okay. Right, thank you for bearing with me. I can't clear this block, whatever it is, so it's clearly something I'm channeling throughout this live. Otherwise, I'd be able to clear it out my throat, okay? Okay, then, so we're going to do Sonu. So I'm not going to be taking donations for much longer, just so you know. I'm just seeing where I am in the chat, okay? Yeah, I'm an hour behind, so I'll say no more donations now, guys, okay? Because I'm an hour behind still. So Sonu, thank you for the donation. So mods, no more donations. Thank you, Aunt Morn. So Sonu says, will Millar propose and commit to Sinistra's feelings and intentions, booking messages and blessings for the relationship? So remember, being proposed to and having marriage isn't the be all and end all of everything. You know, it's about being in a beautiful relationship. That matters more than anything else. You know, there's many people out there in really awful marriages. So you've got to remember, it's not just thinking, is he going to do this? Is he going to do that? Especially if you're not really in anything at this current moment. You know, that he's not going to be thinking about those things. He's going to be thinking about like the next step in a way. And the next step could be just like speaking or talking or getting to know each other. So what do you need to know? He's saying, so many admire me, but they're not you. So I feel that he's letting you know that you're the one he wants. Okay? And I feel you've got to ask yourself the question. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with getting married or having commitments. What is your reason behind that? Is it because you want to have that connection with him? Or is it because you're worried about other people? Or do you want that ring on your finger? Is it like a safety thing? Okay? Because he's saying, so many admire me, but they're not you. So he's saying to you, I may have admirers, I may have people wanting me, but all I want is you. And a ring, okay, whether you got a ring or not, that doesn't matter. That's what I'm getting coming through. I know you're saying you want marriage, but I'm trying to get this across to you because I feel this is what he wants you to know. It's like he's saying to you, he doesn't need to marry you to be faithful to you or to want you, because he wants only you. He could have people messaging him, talking to him, trying to get his attention, and all he sees is you. Okay, does that make sense? And he's saying, I'm being guided. So you're saying, is he going to propose and commit to me? I feel he's being guided to do that, but not yet, obviously, when the time is right. But it's like he's saying, I only want you. I don't need to put a ring on your finger to prove that to you, but I am being guided to put a ring on your finger because that's what you want. Does that make sense? Okay. So I feel that I'm not saying he doesn't want marriage, but I feel that he would be happy with you regardless. Okay. So what else? Okay, so you got the horse. So something is happening this year in the year of the horse. And I feel that you're being triggered for specific reasons. You've got bike as well, which is about movement and speed and change and putting effort in. You've got F and A. So the 4 could be significant. F and A could be significant letters for you. Okay, but I'm getting 4 coming through that. So the 4 could turn things around. Because I feel things are shifting in this year of the horse. But horse is also about freedom. So enjoy your freedom. Even if it triggers you and you think, I want to be in a marriage now, I want to be with him now. You just got to enjoy the moment you're in. It's really powerful. I got reading coming up on the channel I recorded yesterday, and you said, what should we all be grateful for right now? And it was freedom, enjoying your freedom, okay? So what else do you need to know about this situation? Too many cards. I'm going to take the one that's getting my attention. You realising what your joint mission is. So maybe it's part of your mission to get married. But remember, it's about being together and having a loving relationship together that's more important of that. So you've got to trust the process. The angels say you've got to trust. Your lesson at this time is to trust you'll get married, to trust it will happen, to have faith that he's being guided to you and he doesn't want anyone but you, and you have to remember that. I hope that helps, okay? Ebony, thank you for the donation. I can't see a question in there, so I can't see your question there, but oh, it is, it's up there. I'm coming out, I want the world to know. Okay, a message for Ebony and Ernesto. So good for you, honey. You're being authentic, you're doing what you feel is right for you, and that's beautiful. You know, good for you. You know, you come out, do what you want to do, go where you want to go, live your own life. That's why you've come to Earth, to be your authentic self, okay? So, a message for Ebony and so I'll do a message for A&E. What do you need to know? Well, you're receiving messages and numbers at this time. So, if you're wondering why you're seeing number sequences, there's a reason why. There's always a reason. So, you're seeing numbers because the numbers are getting your attention for a reason. So, for example, if you've been seeing 1111, that's a big message to follow your heart and do what you feel is authentic for you, which is coming out, okay? Do what's right. So the numbers you see are speaking to you. So pay attention to number sequences. And if you're not sure what they mean, you can Google them, or you can buy a book like Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. But it's giving you an understanding of what's going on in your life. Look, 1111, I've got angel bumps. So you're definitely seeing 1111, or you will be seeing 1111. I was picking up on that before it even come out. Okay, so 1111 is an understanding. So if I read you what it says in this message here, 11 is also about believing and having faith in what you're doing. And also about believing in what you've got with M, okay, Ebony and M. So believe in that connection, or believe in what you're feeling about it, okay? So the message is, you are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and the highest truth in order to bring love into the world. So really what the message is for you is, you're coming out, you want the world to know, and you're operating in that power, and that's absolutely what you're meant to be doing, because that's you being you. And you gain an understanding about what that means for you. And I feel that Emesto is part of your process, part of you becoming this version of yourself. And you gain an understanding through spending time with this person about who you are and what you want and what this is. So I feel that it's about you just being in the moment and allowing things to unfold naturally. That's what I'm picking up on. Anything else you need to know about Ebony and E? Big happy changes and good news is coming in, and you may feel like you've got a joint mission together, or so you're realising things together. So big happy changes and good news coming in because of this situation and because of what you're doing in your life. I hope that helps, okay? We've got K-Arts fan, thank you for the donation. Good morning, Liz, message for my person, please. So what does your person want you to know? Please pray for me. Okay, so your person is clearly struggling with something and is saying, please pray for me. I need your help. I need your support, okay? I truly value your loyalty to me. And this could be about praying for help to make changes or create shifts. So your person is well aware of your loyalty, the way that you've acted and behaved in this situation as well. And they respect and value you for that. And they're saying, I hope you pray for me so that I can give the same value and loyalty to you that you give to me. And I feel that causes them the most pain, because they want to give that to you and they may not be giving it to you at this time. Yeah, it needs to be equally balanced. So this is what's causing your person the most pain at this time, and they know they can leave behind whatever they're currently dealing with to have a new beginning or to release the past. So calmer waters are coming. And I do feel like, even though your person is saying please pray for me, I feel they are praying themselves. They are asking for help. Even if they're not doing it directly. Because this please pray for me could also be a message from their higher self saying, I am trying to be more spiritual, or I am trying to connect more with the Creator, even if they've got like issues around that in the physical world, so you can pray on their behalf. But I feel your person is definitely praying in their own way. You know, when we say things like, and I know we don't say it like this because we are aware that we're praying about what we're praying for, but someone, for example, could say, give me strength, okay? My dad used to say that, give me strength, and he really was praying to Archangel, he was calling on Archangel Michael, or people use Jesus' name. Now, obviously, I don't like people using Jesus' name in vain, because I just personally don't like that. It doesn't mean there's anything wrong with doing that. We all have our own beliefs. But what Jesus tells me is, when people say, Jesus Christ, and some people say it in anger or frustration or whatever, they're actually calling on Jesus for assistance. Or if people say, oh my God, you know, people say, oh, you shouldn't say that, and I say, so that, oh my goodness, or I try and say, oh my goodness. But when people are saying those things, what are they doing? They're actually calling out to God. Now, again, people who read the Bible and whatever will say other things, blasphemy, whatever they say, but this is what they tell me. So remember, this is when people shout out for help in some way, that's actually what they're doing, okay? But he wants to be loyal to you because he values you, and that's what he's struggling with, but he will move towards that, and you will have this in the future. I hope that helps, okay? What am I doing? I'm putting all the cards back wrong here. Hang on a minute. Look, I've done it here. I'm mixing the cards. This is what I do when I'm not paying attention. When I'm putting cards back and still talking, I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. We've got CJ Rowe, thank you for the donation. Good morning, what do I need to know about my connection with my person? So what do you need to know about your connection? Well, you've got to free your mind, and this may be what your person is struggling with. They may be stuck in their head about things. Okay, so if your person is stuck in their mind about fear and things they need to change and they're overthinking everything, they've got to free the mind, a bit like Morpheus when he says to Neo, free your mind. You know, when he's about to make that big jump, that big leap, isn't he, over that building, he says, free your mind. Okay, but he falls anyway. Okay, because we always fall the first time because we have to learn and grow. So your person needs to free their mind, and maybe you do too, which means trusting the process a bit more, or recognising there's a bigger picture, or trusting there's a reason for all things that happen, that delays create the way and all of that. You got career changes. So there could be some career changes with both of you, either one or the both of you going through career changes, because when you become more spiritual, obviously you move more into alignment with that spiritual truth, and then your career can change. It may even be that you've got changes with your career because of what you're going through. You got your journey is in divine timing. So be okay with the when this moves forward, because timelines are guidelines. So maybe that's what you're focusing on. When something going to happen, it's like wanting a timeline, and the angels say timelines are guidelines. Your journey is in divine timing. What else do you need to know about the connection with your person? So important you love yourself first, because what we do on this journey is get absorbed in the other person, and we have to love ourselves first, and then everything else moves into place. Okay, and this may also be what your person needs to work on, to love themselves first so they can love you more too. You're receiving messages in dreams. So at this current time, you're connecting in dreams with each other, and you're being shown what the love is in your dreams as well. So if there's like no contact, or things are a bit cool between the two of you, you're getting it in dreams, and you're being shown, are you ready for this? Because something's shifting. Are you ready? Are you ready for this relationship? Are you loving yourself first? Is your career in order? Do you feel like if your person was there right now, things would be able to move forward the right way? So ask yourself that question, because this is what your person is saying to you. Are you ready? Because you may feel ready, but are you ready? You have to be honest with yourself about that. If your person knocked on your door now and said, right, let's be together for the rest of our lives, I'm sure that's what you want, but would you actually feel ready for that? I hope that helps, okay? Karina with a K, thank you for the donation, honey. A message for Donna from her. Mark, thank you for the music, Donna. So what's going on with Mark today? What does Mark want you to know? You're my dream goddess. Wow, so he's dreaming about you. Definitely dreaming about you, but you're also his dream person. You're my dream goddess. You're everything I want. And this is reminding you to believe in yourself and know your own worth and value. Again, look, are you ready coming out? So are you ready, my dream goddess? So I feel he's going to come into your dreams and show you what his next step is. He's going to show you in a dream, okay? Are you ready? And ask yourself that question as well. I feel we all need to ask ourselves that question. Are we actually ready? We may feel that we are, but are we really, okay? Yeah, he's coming in. Now, he could actually come in between December and April. Now, I know the timelines move around and shift around, but I have to give you what's coming through on the day, So we've got December to April. There's a big opportunity here for something. And the angels are blessing this at this current time. So look at this. It's like this angel has blown blessings on this door, and this door is opening. Now, this door is already open, but I feel it's when he's going to walk through it. Okay, and he may be releasing judgment, so he could be judging himself for certain things that he needs to release, and you're sending love to him. And that big pentacle is coming in as well. So this could also be about financial things, getting your house in order. This could be like you and him preparing for each other, thinking, right, okay, am I actually ready right now to be with him? Maybe you think, I just want to get a bit more money in the bank, or I just want to make sure I'm sorted in my house or my body or whatever it is. And you're thinking about getting that out of the way first. And I feel he's doing that. Maybe he's thinking about earning a bit more money or getting a bit more stable, so he can come in with some kind of solid offer here. But I'm seeing a solid offer coming in December to April. Let's get one more card. Anything else you need to know? You've got communication. There you go. This is what's being manifested. So there's a big door open for communication and a date as well. So it may be that he communicates to you. He wants to meet up with you and go on a date and talk and sort things out. So a date is coming. Very powerful. I spoke about that in today's Warriors reading as well. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for the donation. 3D message my friend asked from her DM, please. So what does your friend's masculine want to say? I'm worried that I might disappoint society. So their society has an impact on them. So society can be colleagues, friends, family, social media, what's expected. So they may worry about that. There could be certain things that they have to live up to, or they feel they have to live up to, and they feel like being with you would disappoint society, not because of being with you, but because of perhaps the changes they need to make that happen. Okay, and this could be because there could be differences between you as well. Okay, that doesn't mean there's anything wrong with you. Please understand that, okay? We've had many lifetimes together, and I've loved you in all of them. So he definitely feels like you've been together in previous lifetimes and he's loved you then too. So he definitely feels a lot of love for you. He just worries about disappointing society, which is ridiculous because who cares what people think? It matters more to be happy. You know, when we're on our deathbed, we're going to be thinking about the things we wish we had done. You know, I wish I'd have got more time to go back and do that. Why? Why did I let society get in the way of that, okay? Yeah, the tower, things are crumbling down. So he's going through a lot of chaos to have a new beginning with you. So that tower's got to fall. And that tower may be, oh, what will people think? What will people say when he makes a change? But he's willing to do that because he's loved you in every lifetime. And that's what he's signed up to do in this one. I hope that helps, okay? Ashwini, thank you for donating for you, honey. So 3D message from him, please. So what does he want to say to you today? Wearing a mask is easier for now. So he is wearing a mask for now. It's easier for now. So again, it's like he's saying to you, I don't want to wear this mask. It's just easier for now. And that could be because it's the weekend and he's like going around his motions. So it's like he's saying to you, don't believe the mask I wear. Okay? So karmic situation, he's sacrificing his own happiness there. And this is for other things he's got going on. So he's saying, I'm giving my precious time and energy here, and it's to the wrong people and the wrong things for reasons that seem right. He's not seeing things clearly. He gets temporary feelings of happiness or satisfaction in that situation. And I'm not talking about like love making or anything like that. I'm talking about like, I don't know, temporary things like he has some good news in his day. And that makes him feel okay for like 5 minutes. So what he's saying is wearing the mask is just easier for now because I don't want to rock the boat yet. I'm not ready yet. I need a bit more time, okay? So, and I know that will trigger you, but at the end of the day, you have to be patient and trust him with this. So, and this is the thing, you know, you can give yourself love. I know you're wanting him to come in, and there will be a breakthrough in communication because he's going to come in correctly. There's going to be fear. But this is your fear I'm picking up on. He's going through fear as well. But there will be a breakthrough. September could be a turning point, okay? But I feel it's like you've been maybe even in a bit of pain yourself since June, wanting him, and you know, you're kind of hugging yourself. It's like saying the angel's saying you can give yourself all the love you need. You know, self-love, it's all going to be okay. You got to love you more because he will come back and there'll be a truth spoken when he feels he can do that. And I do feel he's dealing with financial stuff as well. So there's money issues going on that you're not aware of. And that will also keep him stuck. Let's get one more card. Anything else he wants you to know? Yeah, and he is a little bit afraid of the repercussions of what's going to happen. So this karmic partner may be a bit scary to him. And when I say scary, I don't mean like a scary person. I mean like perhaps his karmic partner's got a temper. Or he could be his mother who's got a temper. Or someone's got a temper and he's worried about, you know, I've got to be ready to face that temper. I mean, this could even be your temper because you've got a temper too. So he is afraid of facing someone in his life, and this is a female energy that he's got to stand up to, and that's obviously something he's got to release as well, the fear around that, okay? Standing up to these strong female characters, and you're one of them too. He's got to speak his truth. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Ashwini again. Thank you for your donation, honey. Will everything be sorted amicably between my rooms? Yes, in the new rooms. So will everything be sorted out amicably for you? Yes, there'll be progress. Stop worrying about it. If this is keeping you up at night right now, you must let that go and give it to God because there will be progress, possibly in the next 3 weeks. Okay? Or even, yeah, I'm getting like 3 weeks from now, things will be better. Okay? It could be 3 months, but I'm picking up on 3 weeks with this. And again, this is about you loving yourself and giving yourself what you need. And you have a choice. So I'm picking up on don't let fear get in the way, especially between now and September, because there is progress on the horizon here. And I am also feeling between now and March, something is shifting as well. Okay, 3 of us share, well, yeah, 3. This is the 3 of wands. But there is progress. It's like you're moving towards something new or something fresh, or look, this is you. And this could be you leaving things behind. You know, moving towards something brand new entirely. But don't let this keep you up at night. There's plenty of choice around you right now. And loving yourself is the key. Doing what's right for you. But I am seeing this as you moving towards something new. So this could be you in a room on your own. Moving away from these other two people there. I hope that helps, okay? We've got Janie, thank you for the donation. Message from C. No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? So message from C. So what does C want to say? They're not you, okay? They're not you. So if they're around anyone else or with anyone else or talking to anyone else, that person isn't you. So you are unique. So C sees you as very unique, special. You've got power. You are magnificent. You are attractive. The qualities in you, they're not going to find that with anybody else. And that's what they want you to know. They're not you, okay? What else does C want to say? And this could be why there's some kind of swift action after a block. So if there's been like a delay around this person or this person hasn't been doing anything, they're going to come in swiftly and take action because in their eyes you're coming up as the Empress. This is about you being you. There's nobody like you. So I feel this person could take swift action to you when you're not expecting it because there's nobody like you. So I do feel they want to remove any blocks between you or make something happen. So you have got suitors around you. It's not like you are on your own. You know, there's people interested in you constantly. But you've also got to ask yourself the question, what do you want? Because you know Wes is what you want. I hope that helps, okay? Sorry if it sounds like I'm repeating myself all the time. I just have to tell you what they're telling me, okay? So Devian, thank you for the donation. Seeing Arjan's name off, what does it indicate? That he's thinking of you, that you belong together, that the universe is guiding you back together, that you're going to receive a message, okay? That's my email tone. But you're going to receive a message. Okay, it's a sign of something shifting in your connection. So when things are about to move forward or happen, you see signs about it in amazing ways. You get shown the signs that you're coming back together. So what do the angels want you to know about this? What's Sini's name indicating to you? What's Sini's name indicating to you? Well, dreams. So I feel he's dreaming about you. So I feel what's happening is you're being shown through dream, or you're being shown through Sini's name, that your dream of being with him is manifesting, but also that he's dreaming about you, and it could be that you're dreaming about him too. Says the angels are guiding you as you sleep. So you're being guided back together, you're being guided towards each other, you're being guided in dreams you're having. Look at the flame that's on the head there. It's like you can't escape the feelings, the signs, the syncs. So even when you're not together, you are still being guided because you are one. It's like that flame is burning. And he's guided back to you like a moth to a flame. So it's indicating incoming communication. And you may get that first through a dream. I hope that helps, okay? Flaming Heart, thank you for the donation. Can I please have love messages from Kevin K? So what does Kevin K want you to know? You belong to me. So he feels that way about you. I need you to trust me. I'm going to claim you when the time is right. So his intention is to claim you. Okay, because you belong to him. Now, obviously you don't belong to anyone. You belong to yourself. But he sees it that way. He wants you. So, and I feel this could also be a bit of jealousy coming in your mind. Okay. Timelines are guidelines, because you might think, well, when's this going to happen? You're receiving messages through music at this time. So you can have messages in music about trusting him, but about belonging to him as well. You belong to me. So you could hear songs about that. So what's the song coming to you, or what's he sending you through music? Blue, hear our story. So he feels blue without you. He's missing you in some way. This is Blue by Eiffel 65. So he's also thinking about the future he could have with you and what that would be like, okay? What else do you need to know through music? What else do you need to know? I went back in. So maybe hiding things he wants to say. Memories and nostalgia. He's thinking about you. You're both thinking of each other at this time and reminiscing about the past. Forgive everything, and healing energy will transform the situation and bring you back together. I hope that helps, okay? Gita, thank you for the donation. What are Sky's intentions towards me? He's a friend, okay? So what are his intentions towards you today? To open up to you. You know, he wants you in his life as more than a friend. It's what he fantasizes about. You're his dream person. He's remembering who he is to make this happen as well. I'm remembering who I am. Going with him for the answers, okay? So he wants your love. It's as simple as that, okay? That's his intention. What's his intention? What's his intention towards you? I need to leave my toxic situations. There could be something toxic in the way that he needs to deal with first, okay? He intends to speak his truth and tell you how he feels about you, and he needs to feel your body next to his. Okay, so he wants your love. There could be something toxic in the way then, okay? So you'll know what this is. I need to leave my toxic situation, and that could be where he lives. Could be something he's dealing with in his life. It could be a job. Could be a person, but I'm not really feeling that either. So it's more likely it could be where he lives. Maybe it feels like where he lives is toxic. It could be the place he's in, the environment. It could be the place itself, the location, the people he's around, whatever it is. I hope that helps, okay? Suzel, thank you for the donation. Hi Liz, does Selva want to say something to me? Will we be together? Does he love me? So what does he want to say to you? Do you ever call out to me because you're my one? So what he's saying is, I feel like you're my one. He feels that way inside, and he can feel you calling to him. So if you're energetically pulling on his energy, like if you're thinking of him, if you're, wanting him, he's feeling that. So he's feeling called back to you at this time. He feels connected with you. So you are my one. I can feel you calling out to me. So have faith in your dreams. You're receiving messages in your dreams. Look at this, 2 cards about dreams. So you must have faith in what you actually believe in and knowing in your heart and soul. Because it's like you're going to be together. It's your own fear thinking otherwise. He's saying you are my one. So of course he loves you, because he wouldn't say that to you. Okay, so have faith in your dreams, because you're actually receiving messages in your dreams as well. No more donations, please. My mods are putting in the chat, okay? So messages in your dreams are coming through. So what are you receiving in your dreams, okay? So what's happening in your dreams? I feel he's also dreaming about you, okay? I dream about how amazing our life is together and what it's going to be like. I want that with you. So he does want a future with you. So does he love you? Will you be together? Yes, he's dreamed about a future with you. And you're being guided to have faith in that dream. And if you're having a dream about being with him, you're being guided to have faith in that dream. So your dreams are coming true, but you must have faith in those dreams. I hope that helps, okay? No more donations, please, guys, so I can catch up, okay? My mods are putting it in the chat. So we've got Victor, thank you for the donation, honey. Meow to you. We have messages from our beautiful Butterfly King and from the Purple Candle deck, and messages for both of us from the universe. So, where have I put them? There they are. Okay, so obviously I want to bring in the celebrity deck as well. I like using this for you and him. So, I feel he does like communicating with you in this deck as well. So, what does he want to say to you? He said, I love you even if I haven't yet said so. I am trying to end my sham of a relationship. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean it's a relationship with a karmic partner. This could be the relationship with these people he's around, the situation he's in. It's a sham in some way. This could be about him wanting to go solo. They're giving me that song about solo. It's going solo, something about solo. So he wants to go solo. Okay, that's what I'm picking up with this. And even though he hasn't told you how he feels, he feels it, okay? What else? Again, that's a song. Who sings that song? Solo. Going solo. I'm not into like all this music nowadays. I prefer my Depeche Mode and my Pet Shop Boys. And my Rihanna. I like Rihanna as well. What else? Okay. Says nobody else will do. There you go. Nobody else will do. Where did that card go? Nobody else will ever do. Riding Solo, that's the one. Who sings that one? Riding Solo. That's what you need to listen to that song. Nobody else will ever do. Take me to bed. So there's a lot of fantasizing going on. I want to share the good times and the bad times. And I will be sending you a message, okay? That's what he wants you to know. So that's the universe's guidance for you. I feel what you need to know is he wants to go solo. So what's the message for you from the universe? And what's the message for him from the universe? So for you, the message is one day when you least expect it, you're going to crash into him. Okay, so I feel the universe is saying to you it's going to happen serendipitously. It's going to take you by surprise, okay? It's going to be so soft and gentle with your heart that you are going to be so glad you kept your heart open. You're going to be so glad that you chose to believe it deserved more. And that's about your heart. So this is about you coming together at the right time, okay? And the message for him is bigger and better experiences are coming your way. So he may be in fear, he may be holding on to the struggle around the past and what he's in, but he knows he wants to go solo. And he says, you may not be able to see, but great things are coming together for you as you read this or hear this. Trust the process and let it unfold naturally in divine timing. Move forward knowing that all is working out just fine. So what I'm picking up there is the universe is going to create a way to bring you back together or bring you together. And that's what you both need to know. So there's no need to worry, just trust instead and know what you're manifesting is on the way. I hope that helps, okay? Hey, Jem, thank you for the donation. When will I meet new love? Okay, when you're ready. Wow, well, there you go. Did you see that then? The power just, the power nearly went off. It flickered and come back on, all the lights. So I feel you're going to receive flashing lights. You could receive power cuts. It's a sign of passion, something's coming. And that could also be signs from the other side. But you've got the Hierophant. So I feel the person you're going to meet, or the person you're moving into alignment with, is going to be someone you commit to. And also someone you have a spiritual connection with. But I feel this could be someone you marry in the future. And this person will be spiritual and stable and may have a connection with the other side. So the fact that those lights just flash like that is a huge sign of something big on the way. Okay? And you may experience that too. So when will you meet new love? Observe your reality from a higher perspective, recovery from a loss. So it may be that you're still recovering from a past hurt, or it's about divine timing. So something is happening first before you come together. Recovery from a loss, that could be another reason why the light's shone there. This loss could be like losing a loved one. So that's how you may know who this person is, because they may have just lost a loved one. And that person is guiding them from the other side. Or maybe you've lost a loved one. Too many cards. Clear message. We've got keep your thoughts positive. The angels are advising you to focus on solutions instead of problems. And then the positive thinking will attract this person in. Is there any timeline? So I do feel that this person is coming when the time is right. I know it's like a cliche to say that, but you've got to know your own worth and value as well. There's a fertile time ahead. There's a new beginning coming in. But it's delayed. There's delays around this for a reason. Okay, so I feel that when the time is right, things will move forward. There's a recovery going on right now to bring you together. It could be between now and March, okay? But I can't give you a proper timeline, because what I'm picking up on is this person is going to be the right person coming in. And for that person to come in, it's got to be in divine timing, otherwise it won't work. And there could be a recovery from a loss at this time. And this could even be about marriage. This person could be divorced, or could have released like a relationship that was a long one. But I feel ultimately that this relationship is going to be the right relationship. And it will lead to marriage and commitment in the future. I hope that helps, okay? And this could be, the person you're connecting with on the other side. So it could also be if you see this person as a twin flame or someone you're calling in. Okay, next question we're doing. Just move the chat up, guys. We've got Emily. Thank you for the donation, honey. Hi, Liz. Are there messages from Dean? Can we do a conversation? So what does he want to say to you? I get angry at the thought of you with anyone but me. So he's jealous. He gets jealous at the thought of you being with someone else. I still get jealous, okay? So he gets jealous. And it'll all be worth it, I promise. So I feel like his biggest fear is you moving on while he's still messing about with his own life, not making decisions or whatever he's doing. Okay? Because he may feel like his life's a big mess. He's got to get it in order. And he's worried that in the meantime, you're going to meet someone else. And that drives him crazy. That's his biggest fear. But he's saying it'll all be worth it, I promise. If you wait for me, if you trust me. And again, it's not about waiting, remember. It's about trusting the process and working on self and all of that. What I mean is, this is about him saying, it will be worth it. It will be worth the wait. Please don't move on with anyone else. I feel that's what he wants to say to you. So what does he want to say to you? You're having a conversation. I want to meet you in person. So he is thinking about coming towards you and seeing you in person and meeting up with you in person. He wants to live together. I get so mad at myself about how I treat you. I miss our chats, and I've never loved anyone the way I love you. Okay, now I want to bring the messages in from you because I feel those are going to answer your questions. Okay, so you're saying, I want to do the things that normal couples do, and I want to do that with you. And he's saying, yes, I want to live with you too. Let's live together and do that. Let's be together. What's this other card moving? I'm proud of who you are, okay? So you're saying, I want to do the things that normal couples do. Is that so hard? Is that too much to ask for? And he's saying it will be worth the wait, okay? You're saying, I am loyal to you because no one else comes close to how I feel about you. And he's saying, well, I've never loved anyone the way I love you either. So it's mutual, okay? And you're saying, I want to live out my deepest, darkest fantasies with you. And he's saying, yes, I want to live with you too, okay? And he's thinking about meeting you in person to be able to do that. I hope that helps, okay? And for members as well, just so you know, on Monday, I'm actually offering as the members offer a channel conversation reading. So if you enjoyed that, it's going to be a much deeper version of that, okay? Just close my drawers. We move the chat up. So we've got Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Jacinta says, Liz P posted, don't make me be heartless, I'm a soft person, I'm kind, I care too much, forgive him when it hurts, is he posting this for another girl, why didn't I get this version of him? First of all, I feel that what he's posting on social media is really nothing to do with anyone. It's about things he's going through inside. It's about, when I connect with his energy and what he posts on social media, it's always about him. And yes, he can be affected by people, but it's what he's working through. It's like the way he's working through his emotions. So I don't feel it's definitely about anybody. It's more about how he's feeling inside. He could be talking about his family. Perhaps he feels like someone in his family's hurting or being heartless towards him. You assume the worst. You think the worst. You're your own worst enemy in that way, in many ways, because you grab onto the worst case scenario. There must be another girl that he's thinking about somebody else. Okay, why didn't I get this version of it? I mean, he may be saying he's a soft person. He may not be acting like that. Just because he's saying on the internet he's a soft person doesn't mean he's necessarily learnt the lessons to be a soft person. You're saying, why didn't I get that version of him? Because he's got to become that version of him. He isn't that version of him with anybody at this moment. I feel this could be someone in his family that's made him feel a bit of triggered energy. So I feel your fear is there's someone else, and you've got to release that fear. That's about you understanding that even if there is someone else, that he's learning through that situation or person. But you've got to start thinking the most positive things and ask yourself the question, okay, why am I looking at his social media anyway? Why am I giving his social media so much attention? Why aren't I focusing on my own stuff? Why aren't I focusing on my own life? And you might say, well, because I miss him. But you can miss him, but have self-control and not check if you know it's going to trigger you. Because this is making you get triggered. You're overthinking everything. So you're being guided to look at your own behaviour in this situation. Because he's just feeling emotional. Okay? It doesn't necessarily mean that this is towards another girl or even about you. It's about something he's experiencing within himself. So I feel that's what he's going through. Something that's affected his own emotions. And it's made him feel things. But I'm getting this energy where it's actually connected with someone in his family. Okay? Or work. Someone connect around him at work. Somebody's maybe triggered something in him about work. Doesn't necessarily mean it's like, oh, you know, this is love. So, and he is busy with work at this current time as well. And this is also him doing the work on himself, because the Knight of Stones, I mean, in this particular card for me, when I read this intuitively, it looks like hard work, doesn't it? A bit like the Eight of Pentacles. But this card itself is actually about making the required adjustments and doing what needs to be done. And what I'm picking up here is whatever he's sharing on social media is a way he's healing and handling and working on himself. So it's about himself, not somebody else, if that makes sense. I hope that helps, okay? I'm just moving the chat up, guys. Oh, I'm at the top of the chat. I thought there was someone else after Jacinta. I haven't missed anyone, have I? Is that it? Have I done mods? Am I at the top of the chat then? Am I at the top of the chat? I think I'm at the top of the chat. Yeah, oh, okay, I'm at the top of the chat then. So, I'm just seeing what time it is, okay, because I've got a busy day today, even though it's Saturday. I've got things I've got going on today. I've got to go out and I've got some work to do as well. So I'm probably going to stay on for another like 20 minutes or so, make it 3 hours. So I can accept donations, but I will put a stop on them again, okay, because I don't want to get behind again. So I want to answer, Daniel says, good morning, Liz. Jennifer's feelings for me. What does she want to say? So what does Jennifer want to say? Well, you got the promise of union here. We are one, trust our union and our love. So you may be seeing stags. The stag brings a promise and a message. This is the wild card in the deck. And that coming out is a good sign, okay? So you've got timelines or guidelines. So don't worry about when this is going to happen because you know it will. So again, you may be releasing the need to know how, when, all of that. Yes, donations are open for now, but I won't be accepting them for long, okay? So I just want to see you shine. So she wants you to be your best version and, you know, be yourself and shine bright. And that will bring balance in. She's overcoming her ego. And she is missing you. So she is missing you, struggling, going through some struggle in her own life that's connected with her ego that she's working on balancing out. And this could be a karmic ending, a karmic cycle. So she's asking you to trust in her at this time. What else? We've got, yeah, this is the thing. She wants a new beginning with you and she's moving out of any struggle to make that happen. So she's overcoming her own fears and struggles as the magician working on herself. What else? She's saying to you, can you hear me whisper your name? So I feel she's calling to you through the 5D. She's whispering your name. So you may even hear a name at night time. So, or you may hear a name. So maybe you go out and you see a name everywhere and you've got communication. So she's communicating with you in other ways at this time. And I feel that you're actually manifesting abundance as well. She may even be working on her money and stuff. So I feel that she's working on the physical circumstances so she can come in correctly. And this is what you're working on as well. So you could be manifesting more money in your life or more opportunities. So I feel the communication is about what you're speaking out to the universe to bring the good stuff in. So let me bring you one more card. Anything else you need to know? Anything else you need to know? Clarity. Your angels are helping you to see the situation in a clearer way. So there's going to be some kind of breakthrough. Now, when I connect with the clarity card in this particular deck, it reminds me of the Ace of Swords. And that's connected with September. And I see that as like Moses parting the Red Sea. You know, when he put his staff down and he parted the Red Sea. So I'm seeing that as the way being made for communication and some kind of breakthrough that's coming through in September time. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do S.A. Rosie. Thank you for the donation, honey. So S.A. Rosie says, hi Liz, please may I get guidance on thoughts of Rizwan. So what does Rizwan want you to know? I can't deny this anymore. I know you're hurting. I'm sorry. So he's apologising for denying the love or not opening up to you or telling you how he feels about you. And it's getting too much for him. I can't deny this any longer. Okay? So it's getting too much. So, and he is apologising if that's hurting you and taking his time or the fact that he has denied you in the past. What else? Clear your space. So you're being prepared for this journey now. So you're being guided to get ready. So your angel's saying, right, you've got to clear your space now because something's going to happen. So clearing your space could be clearing your own space, clearing your energy field, your chakra system, your aura, cleansing yourself. It could be going through your space, clearing things out, clearing clutter, making space. So imagine if he moved in with you today, would your space be ready? So you've got to get ready for him as if he's coming in now, okay? Don't take anything personally that's going on. So if he's denied the love and all of that, don't take it personally. Luke, not long now. You're being guided to clear your space. He's coming in, not long now. So don't take anything personally. Not long now. I want to bring the Eagle deck in. Not long now. Love that for you, okay? What else, okay? We are okay, he's saying to you. So don't take anything personally. You are okay. Luke, today, we are okay today. So if you're worrying about something today, the angels say, we're okay today. And we'll be okay tomorrow. There's no need to worry. Just love me. Don't worry about me or worry about the love. Just love me. And that card's moving. What's that? It's my responsibility. That means he's got to be the one to come to you. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, I've got Luna with a donation. Great to have you here, Holly. Thank you for the donation. What is my DM Julian currently dealing with? Any other romantic interest or something within it? Any action suit? So when is Luna's masculine going through? It's always been you. I don't feel there's anyone else. If there is anyone else who's around romantically, it doesn't matter because it's always been you and it always will be you. And he knows that. So what's the point of other people? It's always been you. This is reassuring you there's nobody else in his energy field. Which, what I mean by that is even if there is someone around him, you're the one. It's always been you, and you know it. I've got angel bumps, okay? What is he currently dealing with? He's miserable and fed up, and that's good news for you. But I feel that he's going to come forward with some good news. So he wants to come forward, he does. He wants to reach out, but he's miserable in his life. I'm not picking up on anyone else around him. I don't know if he's got a kid or... this could be his inner child coming through because his inner child is trying to get his attention. I'm picking up on that anyway and saying, hey, you know, what are you doing? It's like his inner child. I'm seeing this as his inner child saying, why are you sitting around being sad? Okay, and he could say this to you if you're feeling a bit miserable as well. There's good news coming in, so pick your energy up and your vibration. But I feel that, I mean, this could even, I don't know if he wants kids or you want kids or if there's kids involved somehow. I mean, this could even be like if he's got younger siblings or if he's got nieces or nephews or kids are important in some way. But I'm picking up on, I'm seeing this like he's in a child saying to him, come on now, life's too short, let's do something about this. I feel he's giving himself a little bit of a talking to. So what else do you need to know? Yeah, watching your social media. So his next action really is watching you and planning how to move towards you in a positive way. Because I feel he wants to come in with some good news. So he could like say to you, hey, I've had a promotion or this happened or, you know, he feels like he needs a reason to come in. Okay, and if you want kids, you could have a girl, okay? I know that it could have a girl or a boy. I mean, when I connect with the page of wands in specific decks, I see it as a girl. But I'm actually seeing this as like a tomboy. And I feel this could be... so this, you could have a girl who's very, you could have a girl who's gay, or you could have a girl who likes to dress very masculine, or who's just likes having fun with the boys, or, you know, things like that. But I feel that this is his inner child really getting his attention, saying, what you're doing, you're wasting time. So that's what he's going through, like maybe his biological clock is ticking. I know men don't have a biological clock, but what I mean is he may feel like I need to be doing something now. And that's getting to him. That's the internal struggle he's going through. I hope that helps, okay? Jacinta, thank you for the donation. Doctor said I'm very hyper and anxious. There you go. It's like you worry about everything. You think the worst. And when I say these things to you, Holly, I'm not like being nasty or having a go. I'm saying it with love. Because if you can just get out of that mindset, your whole life will turn around in a heartbeat, okay? And that causes stomach tightness because stomach is connected with processing, anxiety. Think about when you're nervous, your stomach starts going. Okay, like when my mum was in hospital for 6 months. Okay, because she had horrendous things going on. She's obviously passed now. But what I mean is she had 6 months she had 3 months after that. She was in for 9 months. But she had 6 months in the main hospital here in Stoke. And for someone to stay in hospital for 6 months, because they get you in and out, okay, it's severe. And then she was moved to another hospital, Cheadle Hospital, which is, you know, more of a smaller hospital. And then she came home. She didn't pass in hospital or anything. She did eventually, but I mean, what I'm talking about is, for that entire 6 months, I was up there constantly, okay? And I was working a job at the same time. And I'd get there for ward rounds in the morning. I'd be there for 8 o'clock in the morning. I'd be there for ward rounds, up with the doctors. And then I'd go to work or whatever. And then I'd go back. Or on my day off, I was there the entire day. She got her own little room in that hospital. This is NHS, isn't private or anything. And the entire time for that 6 months, I was on the toilet the entire time. I'm not joking. Like, my second home in that hospital was a particular toilet that I used to go into. And I was just, everything was coming out all the time because it was nerves. It was nerves and it was stress and it was anxiety and struggle and routine disruption. And it played havoc on my stomach. And I was constantly on the toilet. And I've never been so regular. But it was all the time. And it was like the stress. And that's what I'm picking up from you. It's stress that's affecting your stomach. Now, I'm not saying you're having like, you're on the toilet all the time, you may be. But whenever you're experiencing with your stomach, whether it's cramping, whether it's constipation, diarrhea, whatever it is, it's connected with all the stress. And if you release that stress, you're going to feel better. You say, I don't know how to calm down. Breath work. The way you calm down is by recognizing that when you are anxious, you're not operating in the now. You're operating in the past or the future. The quickest way to come back into the now is 3 deep breaths in and out. Okay? You don't have to do a long meditation or a long, chant. You just need to breathe in and out 3 times, and that reconnects your mind with your body, because when you're anxious, your mind is away with the fairies. Your mind is thinking, and your body's in one place and your mind's somewhere else. They're even giving me, as I'm connecting with this, heartburn. So if you're having any heartburn or indigestion, acid reflux, this is all part of it. Pain, okay? So you've got to breathe yourself into the now and affirm, I am safe. And you can speak to yourself, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm safe. I'm okay. Who cares who hears you saying it? Say to yourself, as soon as you start panicking, say, am I okay? I'm okay. I'm okay. And then you start calming yourself down, okay? Whenever I have a panic attack, and I do sometimes, okay, I'll say, are you okay? Yes, I'm okay. I'm okay. Calm myself down. You've got to get used to regulating your energy, okay? So I don't know if I need an endoscopy. I don't feel better after 2 weeks. And then I can do an endoscopy. Well, first of all, I feel that you don't need really to have an endoscopy. Even the doctor's saying to you, you're hyper and anxious. If the doctor really thought you needed one, he'd get you in straight away. He's saying to you, he's probably trying to calm you down, okay, and saying, well, we'll look at that then. But he's probably thinking you don't need that. But we'll look at that just to see. Okay, so you've got to recognize that you have more power than you realize. So I want to bring in some messages for you from Archangel Raphael. Now, again, I tell you these things on every live, but you mustn't take the guidance in because, or you must take it in, but not really do anything with it, because you're still in the same energy, which means your ego is more powerful than what you're actually being shown or told. So you've got to overcome your ego, okay? So you are still you. So you got to remember, you are still you. Even if you're going through things, even if things are a battle to you, you're still you. You are you. You are magical and perfect and beautiful as you are. Look, calm your mind and relax. The treatment is you need to calm your mind down and relax. And I know you're saying, how do I do that then? You go in nature for walks without your phone. You start affirming you are safe and loved. You start affirming, I feel healthy and well. You start giving any struggles to heaven more and stop worrying about everything and everyone and thinking the worst. See yourself in divine and perfect health, because you already are. That's your birthright, but you've got to see yourself that way. And yes, you will get better. So do you need to have an endoscopy? Obviously, you've got to follow your heart and your truth. And the treatment here is gratitude. It will lift your vibration and cut out toxins. So you may be having toxic things. You could be drinking too much caffeine. Things that aggravate your nervous system, like caffeine does that. Or, I don't know, other things you're having that aren't good for you. You know what you eat, you know what you drink. Things that are toxic to you that aggravate your nervous system. That's coming through directly from heaven. Things aggravate your nervous system that make you feel stressed out. No caffeine, lots of bread. Well, maybe it's bread. If you've gone to bread, then maybe you're aware of that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having bread. I eat bread. I like bread. But maybe you're having too much of it and it could be creating anxiety. So you know yourself what to have. Like the other night, I went to the dentist. And because I went to the dentist, I didn't want to eat anything that was going to, when I've had a filling, for example, I don't want to have anything I've got to really chew. So I had mashed potato with cheese on top and gravy on. And I ate that, and after I was having the shakes, I felt hot and bothered. I felt like I was going to pass out. Didn't know what was going on with my body. And I thought, I haven't eaten the right type of food. So I had a piece of toast and it grounded me. I don't know what it was. I had a piece of bread, toast, and I felt 100 times better. It was obviously something had to do with what I'd eaten. it was affecting me in some way. Remember, I'm going through menopause, so it's affecting my body in all kinds of ways as well. But having that piece of bread grounded me. So I'm not saying there's anything wrong with bread, because bread can ground you as well. But maybe you're having too much bread. Maybe you're having too many pieces of bread, or too much, I don't know if you have toast, sandwiches, whatever you have. Because you can have too much of a good thing. So that's really what you need to do. So obviously, if you feel you want to have an endoscopy to feel better, then do that. But I don't feel you definitely need one, no. But again, like I say, I'm not a doctor. I just tell you what the angels give me. I hope that helps, okay? Mum, thank you for the donation. How will my ultrasound go on the 6th, okay? Sending you so much healing and love. And remember, Archangel Raphael is with you and Jesus is with you. So, how will the ultrasound go on the 6th? Well, I feel that you're already in gratitude. So you're grateful regardless of what's going on, okay? So, Jacinta, maybe you could actually learn something from what Ankmorn is going through, okay? Because Ankmorn is going through these things, having to have these physical things, okay? So you've got relief stress, so don't worry about it, because obviously you may be a little bit worried about it, and that's natural. So relieve stress by being grateful for everything. I'm so grateful that I'm going for this because it's going to answer some questions, or I'm so grateful that I can go for this on the 6th and get it out of the way, whatever it is. Mending and healing. So you got the answer there. So how will it go? It will create mending and healing. There will be a mending and healing, and get to know your body. So I feel it's also a way you're getting to know your body. So having an ultrasound, for example, is going to give you the answers about your body that you need, that you can get to know about your body, that brings in a mending and healing. So I feel ultimately whatever happens with this ultrasound, it's going to lead to mending and healing, okay? Is there anything else Archangel Raphael wants you to know? Anything else? Improving health. Love that for you. So there you go. Dear Raphael, thank you for comforting me with reassurance about the situation. So Raphael saying, hey, your health's going to improve. There's going to be a mending and healing, and you're going to get to know about your body. And this could even be you getting to know more about your body through perhaps learning about your body or learning about certain things. So you could be getting more interested in medical stuff, or why you go through certain things. And you put there, let me just see what you put, because where is it? Hang on a minute. I saw what you put in the chat there. Can't find it now, because I was going to look at my other book for that. Hang on. There you are. For adenomyosis. Similar to endometriosis, slightly different. Okay, let me just see. I'm hopeful the ultrasound will finally allow me to get a hysterectomy. Okay, so let me just have a look if it's any of that particular word. And yeah, I've got it here. Okay, great. Right, let me just move the chat back up. So the reason why you get that, remember, there's always a spiritual reason behind every physical thing. So the reason why it's connected with insecurity, disappointment, and frustration, replacing self-love with sugar, and it says blamers. Now, I'm not saying you've definitely done this yourself, but maybe there's been people have blamed you for things, or maybe you've blamed people for things, and this can be like over years and years and years, because these are things that can build up in the body over time. And it says replacing self-love with sugar. So maybe sugar has been a part of, eat too much sugar, or so take that, it resonates with you. But the way you can bring in a healing as well, so you can use these affirmations to bring healing in, as well as perhaps anything else you're doing, is affirm, I am both powerful and desirable. It's wonderful to be a woman. I love myself and I am fulfilled. Okay, I love myself and I am fulfilled. Let me just see if hysterectomy is in here as well. Let me just have a look. Tell I can't spell. I'm like looking for the spelling of it. No, it's connected with the womb though, isn't it? So let me just see if womb's in here. I'm sure that's answered your questions. Let me just see if womb's in here. I'm sure it will be. I can't even see them like this. No, it's not in here. How strange is that? So clearly I was meant to just give you that particular message. I'm learning, I definitely have blamed people about sugar is true, but I'm learning self-love. I'm a trans man, but I'm also okay, that makes plenty of sense. So yeah, there you go then. So it's about you loving yourself as you are. That's clearly what's to do with these. And it could be about the way people have perhaps blamed you, judged you, seen you in the past that's made that happen or brought these feelings up. So that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it, really? It's to do with self-love because of that. So if people haven't understood you, that affects your inner child. And obviously your inner child is thinking, why am I this way? Or what does this mean for me? Or all the questions that come up with that. And the more you love yourself exactly as you are, then all these things heal. Beautiful message though. You know, it's like the angel saying to you that they've completely got your back. So keep us posted as well about what happens. Let me just bring an angel message in as well. Oh, good night, Karen. I'm sorry if I'm never ignoring anyone. I just get so enthralled in what I'm doing. Have a great weekend, honey. Sending you lots of love. Thank you for dropping in. I'll be live again on Monday. Look at this, family harmony. I mean, this could even be to do with your family. If your family have had issues with certain things, or if there's been family problems or drama. So it says your guardian angel is urging you to maintain loving, positive relationship with those close to you. So this could also bring these changes in. And then I'm seeing this as you with your inner child, connecting with that part of you, you know, going through your changes and accepting yourself and all of that. Beautiful message. I hope that helps, okay? Let's move the chat up. We've got Priyanka, thank you for the donation. A message, romantic feelings for me today and intentions. So haven't we connected with him already earlier, okay? So I'm sure we connected with him earlier on, right at the beginning of the live. The things I want to do to you. So he's in fantasy land about you. Daydreaming. I have endless conversations in my mind with you. So it's all going on in his head. Okay? So what he's saying to you is, I have fantasies about you and think about you, but it's all in my mind. Royal Mail, that is. That's the postman coming. Okay? So something coming to you. So clearly he wants to come to you. So the things I want to do to you are in my mind. I have endless conversations with you in my mind. So he wants all of this with you. He's just in his head about you. Okay? So really, I suppose what his intention is to deliver that message to you instead of just thinking it's in his head. Yeah, and he's busy with work. So what he's doing is he's coming to you in a work capacity, making it all about work, and that's delaying everything. So he's in his head about you, but he's making it about work. So he could be, for example, talking to you about work, but in his mind he's thinking, I want to rip your clothes off. That's what's going on with him. So he's in a lot of fantasy about you. And that's through fear of rocking the boat or making a change. I hope that helps, okay? Oh, I'm grateful you're here too, Aunt Mum. We love you very much. Thank you for being here. And I really appreciate each and every one of you in the chat as well. Thank you for being here. Let's do the beautiful Daisy. Hi, Liz, may I get current thoughts of R? Okay, so what do we need to know for R today? What does R want to say to Daisy? You're my dream goddess. Now, this also tells you he's having dreams about you, okay? And in those dreams, you're his goddess. You're everything he could ever want, okay? We share the same dreams and want the same things. Now, you may even hear that song. That's Belinda Carlisle. What's the song? We dream the same dream. We share the same whatever. Okay, that's Belinda Carlisle. You may hear that song. Can't think what it's actually called, though. Is it called We Share the Same Dreams? So you want the same thing. So that's what you need to know. You're his dream goddess because you're on the same page of many things. He is a dreamer. You may even hear that song. I don't know why I'm channeling songs, because when I created this deck, I didn't channel songs into this deck. I'm a dreamer. Okay, that was a 90s song. So 2 songs coming through here. Belinda Carlisle and that song, I'm a dreamer. Love, life and laughter. That one. Okay, I dreamt that we were on a romantic date and it felt perfect. So he dreams about romancing you. Romantic. And this is another reason why he's saying he's a dreamer, because he may be romantic. He may have a sensual side that you bring out of him that nobody else has, but you are his dream goddess, okay? I also eat chocolate sweets, okay? I have too much sweet stuff, okay? I'm a sucker for, you know, for chocolate milkshakes, chocolate ice cream, hot chocolates, anything. I mean, I make my own hot chocolates. I'll buy, and I always know when I've had too much because I start feeling weird. But I put a load of ice cream in a big massive mug, because I've got a Starbucks big mug, and then I put milk in. I just mix it all up, and that's yummy. Okay, that Belgian chocolate ice cream milkshake is just so nice. What's his deepest concern? Work is a mess. You deserve so much more. So I feel he wants to get his work life in order first, because you deserve the world. He's saying to you, you're my dream goddess. So what does that mean? That means he wants to treat you right and buy nice things. And not that you need that from you, but that's what he's actually saying. My work is a mess. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do a little bit. Have you got a question, honey? Has Little Bit got a question? Let me pull you a card anyway from your person. We've got, I'm remembering who you are. So someone is remembering you in a very powerful way. Now, this could be through dreams, through meditation, just through things that are shown in their physical life. I'm remembering who you are. What does that mean? It means that you are special, that you are the one, that you are the counterpart, that you are the perfect person. And this could also be you remembering who you are in general as well. You are protected and safe. So you may remember that, because you might think, yes, I am a child of the Creator, so I am protected and safe. And balance and justice for the highest good of all concerned. So there could be a karmic ending coming in, or a balance in some part of your life for the highest good of everyone. This could be happening during Libra season. Anything else you need to know? You've got reflection. Vacation. So you may be on holiday, or you may be guided to have a holiday, so you can have some time out for yourself to reflect on everything, to remember who you are, to know you're protected and safe, to bring balance into your life. So it feels like that may be what you're guided to have at this current time. Now, vacation doesn't necessarily mean you've got to go somewhere. It may mean you have like a day to yourself, where you can just go somewhere and be vacant from the world and turn your phone off and reflect on everything and say, I know who I am. I know I'm safe, I know I'm protected, I feel balanced, and I know everything's working out for the highest good of all. That's the message. I hope that helps. Okay, let me pull you an angel card as well. What's the angel message for you? I just had donation come in. Yeah, we got Jupiter Sands there. So what's the message for a little bit? Family harmony again there. So again, this could be about connecting with your inner child, or connecting with family if you've got kids in the family. Says your guardian angel is urging you to maintain loving, positive relationships with those close to you. So you could even be reflected on family, going somewhere with family, spending time with family. And I know family triggers us as well, but that may be something you're guided to do. Like this surrendering to spirit at the bottom of the deck. And I love this. It's like your guardian angel helping you out of a situation. It says, hand your situation over to the divine and let go of your attachment to the outcome. Isn't that beautiful? It's like you're being guided. I hope that helps. Again, I love how the guardian angel there's got like a trouser suit on. Very modern day. Love it. Jupiter, thank you for the donation. Just reunite. Well, that's beautiful. Well, maybe that's a sign there. You're reunited with your mum. I love that. Okay. Really beautiful. So Jupiter says, hi Liz, will Joe try to engage in deeper conversations? So clearly that's his struggle then, being vulnerable. Look at this. Now, I've got a reading coming up on the channel. I recorded it yesterday and this card came out. Empress, let's change the world. So you are a power couple, or you will be, okay? He's getting angry at the thought of you with anyone but him. So what I'm picking up on is he has anger issues about things he needs to change and do. And he's perhaps worried that if he doesn't open up to you, you're going to be with someone else. Now, I don't feel that would happen, but this is like his biggest fear. So maybe in the past he's been hurt, or he's been let down, betrayed, cheated on, something like that. Or he may have witnessed that in his family, and that makes him angry, and that makes him vulnerable, and that makes him put walls up, and that makes him be a bit cool and indifferent when he doesn't want to be. But ultimately you have this powerful Empress vibe going on, which shows that when the time is right, things are going to move forward in the right way. Yeah, he's definitely going to move forward and things are going to change. So I do feel things changing and moving forward. Now, I'm surprised he didn't do this in the Chariot season, in Cancer season, but perhaps he had their intention, but it didn't work out. And the Emperor rides the Chariot forward as well. And I am seeing the horses there, so I do feel this is happening this year. But there may be some fears he's got to release. It's all in divine timing, okay? retreat. He's got to go within to work it out. So if he retreats from you, it's not because he doesn't want you. It's because he gets vulnerable and afraid and angry. And I feel it's to do with a wound from the past or from his childhood around a relationship that perhaps wasn't right. And if that doesn't resonate with something he went through in his own life, like in his own love life, this could be connected with family, like his mum or dad, or something like a divorce, or, you know, some anger or something. Perhaps someone was angry around him and it caused him problems. We've got replaced doubt with faith. So instead of perhaps doubting him or thinking it's never going to happen, start trusting instead. Having faith that he will open up when the time is right. So I feel yes, but not yet. There's some delays around this. He's got some wounding. So try and have compassion for what he's going through. Remember, not everyone's the same. So in other words, you may express your love one way and he may express it in a different way until he's able to be vulnerable with you. I hope that helps, okay? Faria says, Dear Liz, what's August bringing in for me? Okay, will my mother's financial worries go away before my wedding in October? So what's August bringing in for you? What's August bringing in for you? You've got discipline. I love this because this is about you having self-control and operating in the fruit of the Spirit. The angels are asking you to increase your level of self-discipline. So this is also about you focusing on yourself, giving back to you. Okay, knowing what you will accept and what you won't accept, putting boundaries down. So I feel this is you really stepping into your power. But when I'm connecting with this energy, the first thing they show me is the fruit of the Spirit. So self-discipline is self-control. Okay, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Tapping in with all of those things will help you to operate in your power. Okay, now will your mum's financial worries go away before your wedding? There is a flow to this, and I feel that she's perhaps needing to shield her energy a little bit. Maybe she's overgiving to someone at this time as well. She's learning a lesson. There is a lesson to this. So I feel that she's currently learning a financial lesson. And it's more about being kinder and more loving to herself, shielding herself, perhaps not giving so much of herself, whether it's money, time, attention, whatever it is. And I'm not saying this is to you. This could be to anybody in her life. But the flow is there. So it's nothing to do with the flow. It's more about her mindset causing a problem. Because the flow of money is there. I'm feeling that. It's the relationship she has with money that she needs to deal with. And that's a lesson she's learning. I'm just pulling an abundance card. Because really the when is up to her learning this specific lesson, you see. Because the flow is there. So we've got visualize abundance in all forms. So this may be what she struggles with. It says God gave her such great spiritual power that everything she visualizes eventually becomes reality. So she may be thinking the worst. Hold a steady vision of that which is beautiful, healthy, positive, and filled with blessings, and that's what she will experience. And that really resonates with the other card, because I do see the flow there. She may just need to shield herself a little bit, or protect her energy, or believe in herself a bit more, or stop thinking the worst about things. Like worry. Worry causes blocks to flow. What if I haven't got enough? What if this? What if that? So I can't give you a when, because it's when she finally gets through whatever it is that's causing a block. I'm just bringing another card from Ariel. So she can call an Archangel Ariel to assist her with this. Reward yourself. Maybe this is the problem. She may be giving to everybody else, but not giving to herself. It says, be kind and loving to yourself by rewarding yourself often for things you do or achieve by buying yourself a gift today. And to call an Ariel, that's what I've just said. Call on me to help you with your financial concerns, big or small. I assist with money, resources, and the physical world. So maybe she's like a giving person. Maybe she gives to everyone, but she needs to perhaps stop being so giving. I'm not saying that she should become a miser or unkind, but maybe she does give to everybody else and she struggles with giving to herself, and that's affecting the flow of money. I hope that helps, okay? Let's do Afraruka says, I want to have a baby. Will I get pregnant soon? You want to have a baby. Will you get pregnant soon? What's the guidance around that? That went quiet for effect there. I think that's you holding a baby, don't you? Your guardian angel is urging you to maintain loving, positive relationships with those close to you. So I feel the opportunity is there to have a baby. I feel this is definitely a sign you're going to have a child. Okay? It may not necessarily be right this moment, but I feel that's a big message for you that you will have the family harmony that you want. Isn't that beautiful? Little baby there. Oh, that's a little you. That's so cute, okay? High Priestess says, hi, Liz, I have messages from my Sag. So what's the message from your Sag? I've never felt like this about anyone in my life before. We have a spiritual marriage. I love that. So you're already married in the spiritual realms. And I love that because you're High Priestess. So you already know that you are a High Priestess. So this could also be a sign that you had a spiritual marriage in a past life where you were High Priest and High Priestess together. You may even know that too. So you have a spiritual marriage. That's why it feels the way it does. Your person is aware of that. I'm picking up on a past life. And that's not just because of your name either. That's because of the spiritual marriage there and the fact that this is all connected. What else? You've got the Eight of Swords. You may be releasing something it's trapped in, or so there needs to be a release of something first to perhaps be together. So I want to bring a past life card in for you. Hang on, I've got to work out where the cards are now. I haven't used this deck for a minute, so it's here. Obviously meant to be. What past life message is coming through for you? Wars and battles. So it could have been either during some kind of war or battle as well. Or there could have been a war or battle that separated you in another past life. So then I'm not necessarily picking up this as the same life as where you were a high priest and a high priestess. That could have been something totally different. But there may have been a lot of wars and battles or struggles, and this has caused issues as well. So let me read what it says, okay? Wars and battles. So there could be like wars and battles going on now. It could be like internal wars, internal battles as well. This can't indicate that you suffered or were killed in a war in a previous lifetime. Your unconscious will tell you whether you were a soldier, an officer, a civilian who was a casualty during a war or a battle. That lifetime could have turned you into a pacifist, or it could have made you conflict phobic. And if you can't stand any measure of violence or even loud voices, conflict phobia prevents relationships from deepening, as part of the authenticity stems from sharing your true feelings with each other. Now this could be you or them, okay? Says, conversely, that lifetime may have filled your heart with anger. So this may be what your person is experiencing, and the desire for revenge. In such, I'm not saying that's definitely going on though. In such a case, you would have difficulty controlling your temper. This may even lead to addictions in your attempts to bring about peace. If you have that natural warrior spirit, and I feel that is you, it's important to channel it in peaceful and constructive ways. For instance, being an activist for positive social change or a legal advocate who champions underdogs. Okay, breathe through it. There you go. So that may resonate. Take the bits that resonate, leave anything that doesn't. I hope that helps, okay? Interesting, eh? We've got Willie says, hi Liz, are you doing readings for anybody? Yes, can I have a full reading? So what do you need to know? What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know? Soon. Release your fear now, because something is coming soon. Whatever it is you're thinking about, wanting, manifesting, whatever's currently on your mind as you're tapping in with this, the way is being made for it to happen. And it's coming in soon. Now, I know you may be thinking, well, when is soon? This may be giving you a headache at this time. They give me headache, head pressure. So you've got to release that fear or worry around it. Well, this may even be affecting your joints and your muscles. You may be having physical issues because of this stress about it, whatever it is. So, and your joints as well. Okay, so this could be a joint problem. It could be a problem with someone else, something you're overcoming. But something is shifting soon, okay? I want to know about my fiance. Well, something is shifting soon, okay, in this situation. So what does your fiance want you to know? Your fiance has seen the signs, whatever they are, whether they are about being with you or loving you, whatever it is, they are seeing specific signs. And this could even be about changes or whatever the change is, something's coming soon. Don't know if you're planning to get married soon or that's on your mind, but the passion is intense and real from her perspective. Even if there's struggles, your journey is in divine timing. Synchronistic events bring you together, and that's to do with signs. So if you're perhaps wondering how she feels about you, the passion she feels for you is intense and real, even if there's some blocks or problems going on. Okay? And you are being brought back together through signs and synchronicities. So if you're worrying about something, let go of that fear. What else do you need to know? Forgive. Forgive everything and rise. Maybe you have to forgive each other or forgive her for this to move forward. And you may need to go within to do that, or you may even need to go somewhere to do that. So something's happened, has caused a problem. You've got divine timing coming out again in a different deck. So clearly something is meant to happen in time, okay? But you may need to go somewhere and perhaps forgive each other and have some time together. So you need to think about how that resonates with you. Anything else? You've got positive thoughts. So the angels are advising you to focus on solutions instead of problems. And that may be why the forgiveness element to this is coming in. So it may be that, I don't know if you've got a date for your marriage, maybe you're wanting to postpone that a little bit, or while you sort something out, or get the passion back, or I hope that helps, okay? Beehive says, what's next for me? This is the Beehive. What's next for you? Faith. Have faith in the space. So if there's space between you and someone, or you need space, or they need space, have faith that that's actually serving the connection. Okay, and you've got retreat as well. So retreat, I feel retreat and space is about time. So there may be time needed apart to come together, or you may need some space at this time to go within and work something out. And you've got use your healing power. You may even go on a healing retreat that puts you back into your power, that fills you with space to have faith. That's the message. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, guys, I'm going to go off because I've been on for 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I intended to go off a bit sooner than this, but that's fine. So I'm going to be live again on Monday. Okay, so I'm not off tomorrow. I'm recording videos. I don't really ever have time off. I have like a day off probably. But I am back in on Monday. Mariak, I must have missed it then. I haven't really been paying this. Oh, you're sorry, Mariak. Because I'm just getting into what I was doing. So let's do Mariak and then I am going off. Sorry, honey. So thank you for the donation. Mariak says, love, I haven't missed anyone else, have I, mods? Have I missed anyone else? Would you mind? No, of course not. The community post is there for that, honey. So post anything you want. Okay, as long as it's not other readers. Okay, because I'm very cautious about what you're connecting with, because some people could get in your head or bring up some kind of anxiety. So as long as you're not posting other readings, that's fine. Anything else? Songs, all kinds of stuff. So Mariak says, love message from S, and how is your current feeling and guidance? So how is S currently feeling about you? Can you feel my love? So he's sending love to you, and you may be feeling that. So if you're feeling a lot of emotion or energy, that's coming from him, because he's talking to you in his head. I have endless conversations in my mind with you. So what I'm picking up here is your person wants to communicate with you, but they're not feeling courageous enough at this time or strong enough at this time to actually have a physical conversation with you. So they're doing it in the head. And this can also be like going over it in the mind before they take action in the physical. And you're going to feel that energy. So you're going to feel something is coming. They're going to be fear. So maybe you're feeling that a message is on the way, or they're going to reach out, or something's about to happen, because it is. Give me a lot of fear. Oh, they may be having heartburn. I've got a channel there into a reading coming up. Oh my goodness me, heartburn. Your person has been repressing things for a while, and it's causing them heartburn. It may be coming out now as resentment because they're resenting their circumstances or whatever's made them feel like they've got to push these feelings down. And this is coming up, okay? So don't be surprised if you have some kind of heartburn or acid reflux, or they say that they've had that, okay? So what else do you need to know? 10 of Pentacles, you will have a successful life together. They see that with you. So that's coming in, okay? You see that together. Should I continue to stay away? But I feel that your person needs to come to you. If you know that, okay, it's not pulling your energy back, being nasty. It's like you doing you, because your person is definitely intending on coming forward to you. When you're sensing that. So that doesn't mean you should rush in and do anything. It means if you know that it's their turn to come forward and show up for you, you have to have faith in that. This could be coming in between now and October. Let's just get one more card. Anything else you need to know? they're facing the battles to do that. This could be anger as well. This one picking up on this struggle. So if you're seeing wasps, not bees, wasps, it's about their own anger and struggle they're going through. And that's things they're facing in their own life. That's what they're facing to come forward. There's hope here. When they've overcome whatever this fear is, struggle, that's when the communication will come in. So focus on you. You're being guided back together, okay? Just want to do after Ruka says, any message from my ancestors? So what do your ancestors want you to know? What do your ancestors want you to know? Laugh and smile about the good times and forgive and heal the bad times. Isn't that a beautiful message? So your ancestors are saying to you, just be in the moment and let go of anything that causes you stress or triggers, or don't go to bed angry or overthinking things. As Jesus said, let tomorrow take care of itself. So be in the moment, okay? And there is nothing to forgive. Remember that. So if you feel like you've done something wrong or you've made a mistake, there's nothing to forgive. Especially if you're worrying about something connected with what's God going to think. There's nothing to forgive, okay? So you can forgive yourself. Look at this. There's nothing you could have done differently to change the outcome. You may be worried about something that you think, if only I'd done it this way, if only I'd done it that way. And the angels are saying, your ancestors are saying, there's nothing you could have done differently that would have changed the outcome. It happened that way for a reason. There is nothing to forgive. So instead, forgive and heal the bad times and laugh and smile about the good times. Balance work and play, because life is to be enjoyed and tasted. So maybe you're not enjoying life as much as you could be at this time because you could be overdoing things, or it could be connected with the fact that you need to forgive yourself for something, because that's coming through very clear. What else do your ancestors want you to know? Friendship and life review. So maybe you're reviewing your friendships. This could also be if people are dragging you down, and you've got lovebirds in this as well. Okay, so this could be about you having a beautiful friendship with the person you are meant to love. You are best friends united in love, if that makes sense. So the angels are encouraging you to spend more time with those who make you feel good. And that may be what you're reviewing at this time. So if anyone is making you feel bad or stressed out, then you don't have to be around those people. You have a choice. Okay? Archangel Jeremiah wants you to understand how your actions are affecting yourself and others. So you must make the right actions as well. This could even be you reaching out to a friend or telling someone you care about them or doing things like that. So take it out, resonates. I hope that helps. Okay, so I know I'm going off, but I did see Sam's message. Just bear with me, my chat's froze again here. There we are, okay. So Sam says, Dear Liz, when can I expect my new job? When can you expect your new job? What do I need to know about the offer I've already received a few weeks ago? Will they confirm and proceed, and when? So I feel you need to let go. So what can you, when you can, can't get the words out there. When can I expect my new job? Well, I feel you've got to let go of stress around it. You've got the Five of Cups coming through. So you may be overthinking it or worrying at this time. Okay, and you've got those 2 cups that are really filled with love and light, remember. So I'm not saying you're like sitting around miserable and crying about it, but I mean, you may be worrying. I'm seeing worry in this card. So I feel you can expect a new job, or you can expect something to move forward when you stop worrying about it. So not giving me a timeline, okay? So what do you need to know about the offer you've already received a few weeks ago? It may not be what you want. Okay, or because you got the Six of Swords in reverse, so it may not be what you want, or it may not be what you expect it to be. It may not be where you want to end up. It may not be right for you in some way. So I feel you've got to be aware of that. Don't just go for it because it's something that's been offered to you. You're saying, will they confirm and proceed, and when? Well, there is a new beginning around this. So I feel, yes, they will confirm and proceed. They will offer that new beginning to you. But you've got to think, is it what you want? So no matter what, there is a new beginning coming in here. This is showing you that you're moving towards something. Now, with me as a reader, I also see the Fool as a timeline, as a new year. So if you feel that this job isn't quite right for you, then something is coming by the new year anyway. But I feel that regarding this offer, they will confirm and proceed and offer you a new beginning, or offer this opportunity to you. And I feel it would be a new beginning for you. It would be something good for you, but it may not be exactly what you want. Okay, so that's what I've got coming through. So take it out, resonates, but that's good news anyway, regardless. Let me pull you an angel message as well. Anything else the angels want you to know? You've got dreams. So maybe you're receiving answers in your dreams. Or this could be about you having a dream and you're being guided to pursue that dream. You've got divine intervention. Spirit is carrying you through your difficult times. Trust in the higher power. And I'm seeing this as, again, as that like 5 of cups, like worry about it. You're receiving messages in music. The angels are urging you to welcome more music into your life. So even listening to music will help you and raise your vibration. You may even, I know this is a weird one, but I have to give you what they're giving me, even if it makes no sense. Okay, it's not just because I'm looking at a harp there, but I can hear harps. They're giving me harp music. So maybe listening to some kind of classical music or harp music will be very calming for you in some way, and it will raise your vibration. Maybe you listen to a meditation, it's got harps in it. Okay, so Archangel Metatron is clearing you and elevating you to a higher state of consciousness. Wow, Archangel Metatron, the time angel. And he's also activating oh my goodness me, you're going in the Merkaba. Okay then. But he's activating your chakra system and you're going in the Merkaba. You may do a meditation with harps and you go into the Merkaba. That's a very powerful message to come through. So you're going to do some kind of meditation that's going to take you off into, the Merkaba is like a light ship. So you're going to be going off somewhere in your head when you're doing this meditation. It's going to have harps in it. Do let me know when you experience that, because I feel you're going to go through a big kind of breakthrough moment. I hope that helps, okay? Okay, guys, that's me done. I'm going off, okay? So I'm going to have some proper breakfast now, and then I've got to go out. And it looks cold out there today, which isn't nice because we've had all this nice hot weather, and now it's looking cold and dull and dark, and the rain's coming back, and it's August now, and soon it'll be winter. And I love the fall, don't get me wrong, but I like the sun as well. I wish we had more sun here in the UK. So I kind of love it when we have a heat wave, because I much prefer personally to be hot than cold. And I'm on menopause and I have cold flashes. I don't really get hot flashes. I get cold flashes, believe it or not. Every now and again I'll have a hot flash, but I have more cold flashes than hot flashes because I'm not normal. I'm a bit weird like that, I have the heating on in summer and all kinds of things I do. So thank you to everyone who's here. I'm just putting my cards away. So thank you for being here, everyone. I'm sending you lots of love. If you haven't received a message, I will be live again on Monday. Okay, or you can click anywhere during the replay and receive an answer. And if they do give me a live highlight after, obviously if it's not too personal, I do share them. If you're ever wondering why I don't share the highlight when I've done a live, if one doesn't go on, it's because it's a bit too personal, or maybe it's just got no relevance to anything, so I don't share it, okay? But if I do feel there is a message collectively, even if it's for someone specific, I will share it as a little short, because YouTube suggests them to me. I don't go through and pick a bit out of the live. YouTube suggests them to me. And if I think, yeah, that sounds okay, I'll share it. So have a wonderful day. I'm sending you so much love. If you haven't already, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon.